You're watching the American Conference on ESPN. And the only conference game of the day is here in Tulsa as we wrap up week 3. Brian Newberry leading Navy into its first road game of the year after opening league play with a win last week. Trey Lamb is ready for his first conference game as the coach of the Golden Hurricane. And hi there and welcome inside Chapman Stadium along with the former Super Bowl champion Barrett Brooks. I'm Ted Emmerich. Maria Tribal piece coming up in just a moment. Navy, one of the favorites in the American this season. Tulsa trying to build something in Trey Lamb's first year. They are in very different places as programs and also at quarterback today, BB. Navy has its senior captain in Blake Horvath, and Tulsa rolls with the redshirt freshman Baylor Hayes.
Yes, and Blake is one of the guys opening up this offense. Yes, they're going to throw the ball at a service academy. I'll tell you what, he has a strong arm, and they trust his arm. They are going to run the ball. They're going to do that the majority of the time, but it really keeps defenses off balance because he can push the ball down the field. He's accurate, and they like to use those tight ends too, so I can't wait to see him go out there and open it up for this offense. And then you look at it. Baylor Hayes, young guy coming in, about 6 foot, 180 pounds, but he is a spark plug for this offense. He's very, very aggressive, and I think that's going to be the theme of what they're going to try to do against this defense of the midshipmen.
Hayes starting because Kirk Francis suffered a concussion last week, and Maria, Trey Lamb thinks that Hayes is ready for this moment.
Well, Baylor Hayes has been preparing for this moment since he arrived at East Tennessee State. Head coach Trey Lamb told us that when he was just a true freshman, he would be in their indoor practice facility going over plays by himself, doing dry walkthroughs. Fast forward to today, he's ready now as a Tulsa Golden Hurricane for his big moment.
Yeah, Maria, Trey and Baylor Hayes coming from ETSU to Tulsa, making that move from the FCS to the FBS, and they have some similarities in personality, the swagger, the energy, a little bit of edge that, quite honestly, Tulsa's football program needs.
Well, they need it right now in the worst way because they don't want to get into a pit where they're spiraling down, with loss after loss. They need to be very aggressive, make sure they score against that defense and really get them going for the rest of the season.
Tulsa won the toss and deferred, so Navy will have the ball to start things off. And off we go from Tulsa. Isaiah Bryant on the return for the midshipmen. Across the 15 and dropped at the 20. Blake Horvath is the senior and returning starter for Navy. And yeah, the stats are going to be a little different than most considering the offense that Navy runs, but
Absolutely.
He has established himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the nation.
Yes, he has, and he's very balanced in how they approach it. Last year, he was almost 50-50 as far as run and pass, as far as yardage. But he brings a little extra to this midshipman team because he does have a strong arm, and they trust his arm. So they're going to open the offense up a little bit. You're not used to hearing that from a Naval Academy team.
Accounted for 3 touchdowns last week in the league opening win over UAB. And from under center to the spread, this is the second year of the millennial wing T that Navy runs. What a unique attack it is. Horvath on the keeper, and he dives for 4 yards on first down. This is so tough to prepare for, BB, and it was tough before when it was just the flex bone.
Absolutely, because when you look at a team, a service academy team, usually they run the rock. And when you're a team facing that type of team, it's hard for you to really go in and play against a team like that because nobody else runs their type of offense. Nobody runs a wing T option play. So it's really something to go out and practice against every week, let alone, once a week, once a year.
On 2nd and 6, the option for Horvath. And Horvath keeps again, only for a yard to set up 3rd and 5. A nice tackle by Lento Smith Jr., the transfer from Division II Ferris State.
You look at the Hurricane defense. They're going out there, they're shooting their gaps. They're playing gap sound defense. You have to do that against this Navy team because if you're out of that gap, they're going to take advantage of that and run through it the majority of the time.
Smith won a D2 national title with Ferris State a year ago. Can Tulsa get off the field to start things off tonight? 3rd and 5. Horvath slings it. And it's taken away, intercepted by Elijah Green. He is responsible for all 3 takeaways this season by the Tulsa defense.
Being very aggressive up front. They try to cut him. hands in the throwing lane, and this is what this Tulsa defense needed. They needed to stop it because I told it last week, this Naval offense scored the majority of the time they had the ball.
It's the first turnover of the season by Navy, and it sets Tulsa up at the Mids 35-yard line. So Baylor Hayes, the redshirt freshman, with a short field to begin his first start with the Golden Hurricane. And a play-action pass into the flat. That is caught by Zion Booker. Tulsa's leading receiver with a first down across the 25. He goes for 12.
And this defense, they've had a little problem facing the pass. They have a bunch of new starters out on that defense, and they're going to have to get pressure on this young quarterback. Baylor Hayes has a lot of confidence in his arm, and they have a lot of confidence in him pushing the ball down the field.
And he played well in the second half after Francis went down with the concussion. Just had that interception in the final minute. Hayes to the air again if he can stay upright. The elusiveness in the pocket, but the drop by Dominic Richardson.
Oh, you got to catch those plays. You don't get a lot of those plays against Navy's defense. You have to make sure you take advantage of every opportunity because they're going to try to go in and probably blitz a little more since they're showing a lot of patience in their offense from the passing game.
And Barrett, you can already see how aggressive Tulsa is going to be offensively. Trey Lamb told us last night, don't care that it's a redshirt freshman. The training wheels are off for Baylor Hayes. Another pass, and back to Booker. And inside the 15, just short of the first down marker, stopped by Jackson Campbell.
Hayes has a lot of confidence right now because they're giving him quick stuff, getting the ball out of his hands early, not putting this offensive line in a lot of stress, because as long as you can get the ball out of your hands fast enough, it gives you an opportunity to take advantage of it.
Booker, the transfer from Western Carolina in the FCS. On third and short, give it to the hammer in Richardson, and he is stacked up near the line. Only needed about a half yard, and he is just short. It's fourth down for Tulsa.
Well, they're going to be very aggressive. They talked about being very aggressive. Coach Lamb wants to make sure that they're aggressive in this team, so I don't doubt that they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Tulsa has gone for it 8 times in the first 2 weeks under Trey Lamb. He told us last night, we don't know how many possessions we're going to have against Navy. You better believe we're going to go for it if it's this situation. 4th and inches. Richardson with a first down and a touchdown. A shot across the bow against Navy here at home for Dominic Richardson.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered for this team going forward. The Canes now on the board, putting their defense in a great position going on to stop them the very next series.
6th-year senior Seth Morgan, the place kicker. And it's a 7-0 lead for Tulsa in the conference opener for the Golden Hurricane.
Right up the middle of the pass.
A dream start for Tulsa in their American Conference opener against one of the preseason favorites in the league, Navy. A turnover, the interception by Elijah Green, and the touchdown on 4th down from Dominic Richardson.
Yes, and it's a simple, just inside zone play. They block, push guys past the gap, and he just picks his hole. Richardson's a big back, an explosive back, and it's just with the dot quarter for this Hurricane team.
What a pickup he has been for Tulsa in that second portal window. Spent the spring at New Mexico State after previous stints in the Big 12 at Oklahoma State and Baylor. Morgan sends it away. And Navy will start from the 25. So Blake Horvath, after that tip drill interception, back on the field. How does Navy respond to that first real mistake on offense this season? It was their first turnover now in 3 games.
And this is something they haven't done this year. Coming back from a turnover and then coming back from a team that, they can rush the pass, so they don't want to get down too much because they want to run the ball and keep this game even by doing that.
Here's that traditional flex bone look. Again, a Frankenstein offense for Navy in their second year with Drew Cronick as the offensive coordinator. And the give to Alex Teska. The ballast of this Navy offense, coming off a 100-yard game against UAB, picks up 2.
And that's exactly what this Hurricane defense wants to do. They want to plug up the holes with the big fellas up front. They do have a lot of beef up front and get penetration. Penetration kills all run plays. And when you allow your linebackers then to scrape off, they can really make it hard on the midshipmen running the ball.
And Tulsa defensive coordinator Josh Reardon told us last night, we need to defend the run. We're not going to stop it entirely. We know how good Navy is. Now the toss to Eli Heidenreich, one of the snipes, the old slot back in the previous offense, and Heidenreich is stopped just short of the first down.
And he's a special player. They love making him, maybe a joker on the team. Here he is, on the jet sweep going around, and he's fast enough to get to the corner. They're going to have to play on the outside because there's too much beef in the inside of that Tulsa defense. So they're going to have to hit the edges and try to make a difference out there as opposed to run it up the middle.
Ideal 3rd down distance for Navy. They need just a yard. And Horvath with the push. Needed the 35, move the chains.
Yeah, I'm used to seeing that, working with the Eagles, but that's, to me, it's a tush push. Have the running back push your quarterback from behind. But, this is definitely, especially running right over one of the smallest centers in the league in Torrance Smith, a local kid, actually, here in Oklahoma.
Now, whose dad, Brad, played at Tulsa up front in the mid-90s. Just a special connection. In fact, Torrance Smith's dad was a high school teammate of Brian Newberry at Westmore High School, just south of Oklahoma City.
6 degrees of separation.
Teska, the cutback, and Teska is into the secondary. Teska inside the 30 and dragged down from behind by Smith. A big gain for Alex Teska, 39 yards.
Here they run, just get everybody going one direction, that misdirection, and have Teska pick a hole in the backside. Once you drive everybody down and sweep them down, he cuts back, gives a great game.
Horvath underneath. And Charles Robinson had it knocked out, but it skitters out of bounds. Lento Smith that close to another Tulsa takeaway.
They definitely have their pass
throwing on the field is a fumble that went out of bounds. It's still Navy's ball, 2nd down.
And that's just the defense hustling and
First
running
down,
to the ball.
First down.
You have to make sure that you hustle. You got to finish plays, and that's exactly what happened. The second tackler there is able to knock the ball out. They're going to have to get those type of plays, but then you have to recover also.
Yeah, Robinson did end up picking up the first down. So Navy in the red zone. Again, how funny is it to see Navy in the spread?
Who is this?
Still even in their second year. Horvath keeping inside the 10 and dragged down after a gain of 11 by Zach Williams.
And that is why you do that. You put yourself in a situation where you put him in shotgun and then allows him to run that read option and still keep with the option, but he's a good enough athlete to still get to the ball to the outside.
On 1st and goal, the ball is loose. Trouble at the exchange, and Tulsa does come up with another turnover.
It's a fumble recovered by Tulsa. 1st down.
It's Devin Robinson who pounces on top of it.
This is just the physicality of the game. Getting up the field, trying to make a play, making the offense make mistakes, and that's the Hurricane defense. That's what they want to do. This team has 7 sacks, but this is just him getting up on a run play and creating some confusion in the middle of that offense.
So no turnovers for Navy in the first 2 weeks of the season, and now 2 giveaways on the first 2 drives tonight. Baylor Hayes rifles it complete to Mekhi Miller, the Missouri transfer, and coaches believe that he is primed for a big night.
Absolutely, and this is just them. To me, this is just an elongated handoff when you're Tulsa. Keep your quarterback hot. He's having a great game right now, making sure he gets the ball out to his best receivers and keeping these chains moving.
And Tulsa is shorthanded tonight, Barrett, at receiver. Micah Tease, the transfer from Texas A&M, suspended after a violation of team rules. So a little more on the plate of Miller and the other wideouts. On 2nd and 4, Booker with his 3rd catch. And Booker wrestling for the 1st down. Up to the 20-yard line.
If Navy's defense continues to play so far off the ball, it's going to be pitch and catch. This almost looks like 7-on-7 because the DBs are playing so far off the receivers.
Now Richardson. Up to the 25.
Great play calling by Coach Robbins, the offensive coordinator. He's spreading them out a little bit and then running in between the tackles. He's forcing this Naval team to play the entire field as opposed to just the running game.
Richardson again. And he plows for a couple. It'll be 3rd and short. Tulsa wants to spread you out, and they want to beat you by going up-tempo. They play at the 10th fastest pace in the nation.
And that offensive line is showing the ability to get up on these linebackers and drive the defensive linemen off the ball. They want to keep the pace going. Keep that defense out there, make sure they're tired, and that's when you get the big plays over the top.
A.J. Allen checks in for Richardson on 3rd and 2. Hayes keeps it off his back foot and incomplete. He wanted Miller downfield. There is a flag down, and it's going to go against Navy.
Pass interference. Defense, number 3. 15-yard penalty. Automatic 1st down.
That's against Ira Oniha, the junior corner.
And you look at the slot, safety turns around and doesn't look at the receiver himself. He doesn't look at the tight end and the receiver on the outside. He's got his attention out there. You got to make sure you take care of your assignment and don't look past your assignment on the play.
So 1st down with the penalty on 3rd and short, and the drive continues for Tulsa. Calvin Johnson, the 2nd in the slot. They've worked a lot of trick plays in practice with him this week. Instead, the handoff to Allen. And he nets only a yard.
Yes, if you look at it, they're in 12 personnel, 1 running back, 2 tight ends, and they want to run in between the tackles. But we do have somebody special enough in Baylor Hayes that he can pass the ball and get it out to his receivers. So the Naval defense, they have to make sure they keep eyes on the outside, but get penetration in the run. And they did it on that play.
Richardson back in on 2nd and 9. Hayes dancing, and Hayes goes down. He could not escape Landon Robinson, the ultimate disruptor in the middle of that Navy defensive line.
And he has to be the X factor. You know, here they are right here. They run an X game in the middle of that defense, getting the guards on different planes, which allowed them to get the sack.
Now, flags everywhere. And Tulsa's going to get backed up.
False start. Offense, number 72. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Now, that's against the left tackle, Jaquan Adams, who has been with Trey Lamb both at Gardner-Webb and last year at ETSU, now here at Tulsa.
Sometimes you go too fast for even your own team. They're lining up and trying to get as much of a factor against this defense every single play.
So now 3rd and 20 for Tulsa. Blitz up the middle. Hayes underneath. A broken tackle by Jacob Emmers. He does cross the 35, but it's punt time for the Golden Hurricanes.
Finally, they get themselves in a position where they play assignment correct football. Everybody's in place to stop the play. They haven't been these past couple plays because they've been out of sorts. They're not taking care of their own reads. They're trying to do everybody else's job. Play your assignment, play your ball, and you'll be all right.
Angus Davies, the Aussie, had an 80-yard punt in week 1 against Abilene Christian, was added to the Ray Guy Award watch list just this week. And he avoids Brandon Chapman, the return man, angling it out of bounds just past the 15. Nice punt by Davies. Navy has it back, down 7-0. Now, Tulsa's defense knew the challenge ahead of them against Navy. So far, they have risen to meet that challenge, forcing turnovers on the first 2 possessions, both by Blake Horvath, Navy's superstar quarterback. And Maria, Tulsa felt like they were well prepared for this Navy attack.
Well, a big reason why Coach Riordan told us was because of the way that the scout team prepared this Tulsa defense. He in particular gave credit to Isaac Covington and Dax Collins, who stepped up and were able to replicate this Navy offense throughout practice this week.
In fact, they spent 30 minutes every Tuesday in camp on Navy's offense, just knowing how different it really is. Up the gut for a yard. Tim Hardiman on the tackle against Teska.
And you look at it, you can tell it's happening because right now they're outplaying that Navy offensive line. They're getting penetration to stop the run, and they're going through them to the running back, which is allowing them now to create turnovers also.
Horvath after the play fake. Downfield. And did he get a foot in bounds? Elijah Green with another interception. His
On the field is an interception by Tulsa. First down.
His second of the quarter and third of the young season.
He keeps his eyes where it's supposed to be on the quarterback, even with the fake, which allows him to go over and get over the top on the interception. This is great eyes, understanding your responsibility. You have to be the deepest man as a safety.
Media timeout on the field.
Elijah Green is a ball magnet. Third takeaway of the night by Tulsa. Trey Lamb told us yesterday, this game against Navy, 10-win team a year ago, one of the favorites to win the American this year, was a statement game, a respect game. They're earning respect so far, having forced turnovers on each of Navy's first 3 possessions. And now the redshirt freshman Baylor Hayes has another short field. Hayes wires it. That is caught. Once again, Zion Booker, his 4th catch so far tonight. 23 yards.
That's them taking advantage of the secondary. You know, the secondary had problems against UAB last week. Now they're definitely taking advantage of it.
Again, Navy had not turned it over once the first 2 games of the season. And Hayes has come out slinging, making his first start with the Golden Hurricane. Once again, lobbing it, open man, and incomplete. A flag is down. Zion Steptoe laying out, trying to make a highlight catch.
They are competing at a high level, especially on the outside, on both ends, defense and offense.
Prior to the pass, holding, defense, number 17, 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's against Justin Ross.
And we talked to Coach Newberry. He said, look, we have to hide these guys. We got to protect these DBs on the outside. They're going to have to generate pressure up front. That's how they're going to keep these DBs from getting beat. They've got to get pressure up front.
So with the penalty, a first down just inside the red zone. Hayes on the keeper. Oh, breaking ankles. And Hayes out of bounds yards, just shy of the 5. A 13-yard run. Baylor Hayes brings that dual threat element.
He's a great athlete when he gets to the outside. He's making great decisions right now. This game is not too big for him. He fakes him, gets to the outside. They're not playing assignment correct football on the defensive side of the ball. He's making them pay for it right now.
Hayes ran for a touchdown last week in the loss against New Mexico State. 1st and goal. Hayes pulls it. Hayes has daylight, and Hayes has the touchdown.
Great eyes by Hayes, being able to go out there and really put himself one-on-one with guys and understanding they're in man-to-man. When defense is man-to-man, he doesn't have anybody on him. They're not taking him, and he's making them pay for it. He has shown the ability to be a great athlete, get on the outside and run. He pulls it, looks outside, sees that they're playing man-to-man on the outside, and knows that nobody has him. Great touchdown run by the young quarterback.
And once again, Tulsa capitalizes on the short field as a result of the turnover. Morgan tacks on the extra point. Downstairs to Maria.
Well, we asked Trey Lamb, what was he going to tell Baylor Hayes coming into this matchup? And he said, I want him to play aggressive and just cut loose. I told him, I'm giving you the keys to the car. I want you to drive away like you stole it. And it seems that Navy hasn't caught the thief yet.
Yeah, Maria.
Absolutely.
He is still on that road, and he is burning rubber right now.
I mean, he has nothing to lose. I mean, Ted, when you're out there, they tell him, hey, look, we're giving you the start. Yes, you know, Kirk Francis, he's our quarterback, but you're our quarterback right now. Now, it's up to you if you can go out there and keep the job. He's played amazing today. He's went through his reads, his progressions. He's running when he has to run. He's really got this defense and offense hyped up by the way he's playing. Once you get one leader putting you in a position to do that, the sky's the limit on how good you can be on both sides of the ball.
He has as much swagger as he has eye black on his face.
Absolutely.
That's who Baylor Hayes is. Yeah, you'd probably never believe that this is his first ever start at the FBS level. That's what it is tonight. And a touchback off the foot of Seth Morgan.
Well, we look at this. I'm saying this team has had 7 sacks this season, the most in the AAC. So can they turn it up? Will this offense of Navy be able to throw the ball consistently? Because that's not usually what they do. They're 3 yards in a cloud of dust. They want to run the ball and really just beat you down up front. They haven't been able to do this. That defensive line of Tulsa is playing on the other side of the line of scrimmage, creating havoc in the run game and the passing game. We'll see what they're going to do on the offensive side of the ball for Navy.
But you would agree, Barrett, this team, with this offense, the Sling T, Navy is now better equipped to come back from a multi-score deficit.
They have a greater chance with this quarterback, and Blake has definitely shown the ability to do this over a longer stint of time than, you know, the quarterback on the other side.
And Horvath picks up 5 on first down. Ray Coney brings him down.
So your quarterback has to take things over, calm down his offense, and get him in a position where they're running consistent running plays and then go over on the pass.
Again, a turnover on each of the first 3 possessions for Navy tonight. Fake the jet sweep. And Horvath with a first down and a lot more. Horvath barreling into Tulsa territory. Down to the 35.
Yeah, here you go. You got to keep your eyes in the right place. The defensive end got nosy out there instead of keeping his eyes on his assignment. His assignment is crash down and tackle the quarterback, and he didn't do it that play, which led to that big game.
35 yards to the 35. Now Heidenreich to the perimeter. And Navy's inside the red zone.
Ted, this is the key. Heidenreich is the key. He's got to make sure he goes out because he's that guy that can do a lot of things. Jet sweep, put him in the running back position, put him in the slot. He can open this whole offense up just by the way he plays.
Drew Chronic says we got to get the ball in his hands as many different ways as possible. And they will do that both on the ground and through the air.
Watch out for Tuscany.
The option pitch to Heidenreich. A block on the edge. And Heidenreich taken down at the 2.
This is simple Navy football. Have so many options in which you can get the ball to. You can hand it off to Teska. You can flip it out to Heidenreich, and also Blake can also take it himself and run for it. That triple option is hard to figure out when you're a defense.
Chunk play after chunk play for Navy as they try to respond, and it's 1st and goal at the 1. There is Teska trying to burrow in. Got to peel back the onion. And no signal. There it is. It's a touchdown.
Field is a touchdown.
You got to run behind it. Run behind that offensive line. Keep it simple. You know, we call it the KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. Make sure that you do what you do best, and that's running the ball, triple option, giving it to your playmakers.
Much needed for the midshipmen after just a dreadful start in their first road game of the year. But Navy marches right down with multiple big plays, and Teska caps it off.
You got to make sure you play disciplined football when you play Service Academy teams, because they run the option in so many different ways, so many different formations, so many different personnel packages.
The ruling on the field was a touchdown. The previous play is under further review.
Now, it took a long time for Reed Jackson and his crew to signal touchdown. Again, the pile of bodies at the goal line. But again, the ruling on the field is touchdown, and they'll take a closer look.
You said you had to peel the onion back. How can you see it as a touchdown? I mean, to me, you look at it, that defensive line got a lot of pressure up front, a lot of penetration. I can't see it from right now. Is there enough evidence to say no?
Again, you need clear and obvious evidence to overturn the call on the field. That is how it's written. And we saw a glimpse of the ball in the grasp of Teska. It was clearly across the white, across the goal line. The question is he down before that ball crosses? It's really tough to tell, again, with all the bodies in the picture.
Yeah, and all these bodies in there, and you peel back the onion. Is he there? Is his knee on the ground? You know, did they blow the whistle before they made this ruling? Man, we have a great football game going here, Ted. This is what we talk conference football. You never know when you're playing conference football what you're going to get.
Tulsa's conference opener. Navy opened American play last week with the win over UAB. And I thought that Reed Jackson was going to take off the headset there, but still communicating with the replay official.
After review, the ruling on the field is upheld. Touchdown.
Certainly not enough to overturn. And again, even based on that look, I do think it was a touchdown.
I do also. He kept his legs driving. That offensive line kept pressing. But, I mean, I can't say enough about how good this Hurricane defense is playing. When you play on the other side of the line of scrimmage, when you're a defensive lineman, that means you're getting penetration. Penetration kills all run plays. Now that offensive line, the Naval Academy is really starting to take over.
Nathan Kirkwood, the senior in his 3rd year as Navy's place kicker, makes it 14-7. Maria?
Well, you saw that last touchdown was generated by a lot of Blake Horvath and Eli Heidenreich. When I spoke to Eli Heidenreich earlier this week, he told me that him and Blake work on that connection, guys. They're constantly getting on the field when they can find time in their busy Naval Academy schedules just to make sure that they can be their very best when they step on the field together.
Yeah, it's been forged through the years, and Heidenreich was such a key piece of that 10-win season a year ago. The coaches call Heidenreich Drago. Remember,
yes.
from Rocky IV?
Exactly.
They say he's just a machine out there. And yeah, whether he's catching passes or running it on sweeps, Eli Heidenreich is a weapon.
He does so much. You know, you can put him out a receiver in the slot. He can run jet sweeps. You can run screens with him. You can just run him at running back. When you have that type of athlete, you got to find ways to get him the ball, and they're definitely finding ways right now.
Yeah, had a couple of big plays on that drive. I wonder if he told the Tulsa defense, I'm the spank you. Kirkwood sends it away. And Braylon Presley, his first kick return of the season. One of the electric weapons for Tulsa. Brings it across the 40-yard line. Golden Hurricane coaches told us last night, we feel we need to get Presley going in the return game. That'll do it, 32 yards.
Return game, any type of game, you know, when that type of speed and explosiveness, just get this young man the ball, however way you can, by any means necessary. You know, but right now, you know, we got to see, where does Baylor Hayes go? Does he stay confident? Does he stay aggressive? They have to call an aggressive game to keep the ball in their hands.
And so far, this has not been what you would think would be the game plan for a redshirt freshman making his first start at his new school. Hayes again, play action. To the flat and Makai Miller. And he's bumped down near the 45.
Ted, they want to run this again because at this point, I saw a post flag on the outside, and the tight end is running scot-free by himself. But, hey, you know, get the reliable guy the ball. He's done a great job thus far in this game.
That's the end of the first quarter.
And so that brings us to the end of one here in Tulsa. What a start for the Golden Hurricane. Turnover after turnover, a couple of touchdowns. And they're up 14-7 over one of the favorites in the American this season. We start the second here in Tulsa. Ted Emmerich, Barrett Brooks, Maria Trival-Peace, our entire crew. Baylor Hayes knew on Wednesday that he would start for the injured Kirk Francis. And, man, so far he has been on target.
It seems like he started the season the way he's executing his offense. He's got all the cachet and showing them that, hey, I can play this game.
On 2nd and 6 to start the second quarter, Richardson is wrestled down. And a loss of a yard on the play.
Good penetration by the Midshipman D-line. They're getting up the field now. They were trying to run games to try to get them at different levels. Now they're just blowing up the field, trying to create confusion that way.
So now 3rd and 7 for Tulsa. Got to be aware of Hayes' playmaking with his legs. Against a 4-man rush, he slings it, and incomplete. Almost a fingertip catch by Mekhi Miller. 4th down.
That's all you can do as a quarterback. Get the ball to your playmakers the best way you can. He sidearmed that play, and I saw him at the beginning of the game throwing those type of passes, trying to get his arm ready to be able to do that because he might have rushers in his face. If he gets it out there, oh, you should bring it in on the play. You know, in the NFL, they say if it touches your hands, it's got to be a catch. He definitely wants that one back.
Ira Onihai had the coverage there for Navy. Angus Davies on to punt for the 2nd time tonight. Chapman comes up to meet it. And off a high bounce, Chapman is destroyed. Big hit on special teams from Tulsa.
Yeah.
Ashton Williams was down there after the 45-yard punt by Davies.
Newberry's going to have a talk with him about that. You can't take those type of risks, especially the way this game is going. The ball hasn't been bouncing their way this game. So, you know, you kind of save that when things are going your way. But he was able to maintain possession of the ball, so he won't get as much, but he's definitely going to get talked to.
Again, Navy's first 3 drives tonight ended in turnovers, but they looked like the Navy offense, not just from last season, but the first 2 games of this season on the previous possession. Ended with a touchdown. They start from their own 10. And Teska hammers for a couple to the 12.
They're trying to run power football here. 12 personnel, just run in between your right guard, right tackle, a couple tight ends on that side.
And Teska gets to do so much more in this offense compared to when he would just be the fullback in the old flex bone. You saw the pistol there. Here, he lines up as the running back in the shotgun.
And they trust him so much, you know, the things he can do. They didn't put him out there receiver in the slot.
Horvath on the carry. And 2 more to bring up 3rd and 6 for Navy.
And Horvath is one of those quarterbacks, you can run him like a running back. I mean, he had over 1,200 yards last year. And this year, they've been using his arm a little more. Maybe they go back to basics now since they established a run game in the 2nd quarter.
See, Horvath has to take to the air on 3rd and 6. The veteran quarterback changing the play. Horvath runs into trouble. He's brought down. Tim Hardiman, Ty Newhouse there to greet him. 4th down.
Another sack for this defensive line. These guys are playing at a high level, and I love the fact that the penetration they're getting, they're tackling the running back to the quarterback, and right there, they wanted to throw the slant, but the slant was covered. The linebacker buzzed out there. He had to pull it down, and then the guys on the defensive line did the rest.
So Navy with its first punt tonight. It's 3 turnovers and a touchdown. Jacob Carlson puts his leg into it. Zion Booker steps out of 1 tackle, and he reaches midfield. So, again, excellent field position for Tulsa. They're up a touchdown, and they have the ball back at home.
Timeout on the field.
Conference opener for Tulsa. Navy playing its second conference game of the season. And the Golden Hurricane up a touchdown. 3 takeaways on the first 3 drives of the night by Navy. And after a Navy punt, once again, Tulsa with outstanding field position starting on the mid-side of the 50. Redshirt freshman Baylor Hayes stepping up, and he dives to the 45-yard line. We head down to Maria.
I'm joined now by Captain Aaron Stutzman of the USS Oklahoma submarine. Captain, you were just honored on the field. Can you describe to me what that moment was like?
It's amazing that we get the opportunity to come here and represent the Navy, but also bring back Oklahoma to our ships so my sailors learn what Oklahoma really means and how we can represent them.
Can you talk a little bit about the significance of that, especially for those people who may not quite understand?
So the USS Oklahoma is the first ship to carry the name since the battleship was lost at Pearl Harbor. And so we really represent the history of the Navy and also the state of Oklahoma. And these namesake visits are what the Navy does to have recruiting, bring the Navy to landlocked states, but also for us to learn about what we represent for Oklahoma.
And how special is it for all of this to happen in this game against the Naval Academy here in Oklahoma?
It is. It's kind of tough because who do I root for, right? So, but it's very special to be able to be here while Navy and Tulsa are playing and see that camaraderie as well as the competition.
Well, Captain, we are so glad that you are here. Thank you again so much.
Thank you for having us.
Guys?
Yeah, Maria, incredible story. And listen, the service academies are certainly used to this. Military Appreciation Day.
Absolutely.
On the road, but it's still a special moment no matter where it takes place, and especially here tonight in Tulsa. Tulsa going for it here on 4th and 2. Remember, they converted in the first quarter. It resulted in the touchdown by Richardson. Hayes, the sidestep and a first down for the Tulsa quarterback.
That's the confidence in Baylor Hayes. His command of this offense. Even though he's the second-team guy, now a starter, he is showing that he has enough moxie to run this offense and really put his offense in a great position. He used his legs that time, but he's also used his arm to get out there. That's just him having a look. He throws the guys to the side. This is what you want from your quarterback, moxie like that.
That's something that nobody else in the quarterback room can do. For Tulsa, to the sideline. And the catch is made by Calvin Johnson II. Not talking about Megatron here, but he comes up with 16.
Yeah, you know, they flood the right side of the defense, get 3 receivers out there, and he just throws a great ball where only his receiver can catch it on the sideline for the first down.
Hayes is now 8 of 11 through the air for 75 yards, plus the touchdown on the ground.
It's hard to believe he didn't start this year.
On first down to the flat and Richardson. Little hop and out of bounds inside the 20. I mean, listen, Kirk Francis, what a story he was. Former walk-on, earning a scholarship, had played well for Tulsa, and he would be the starter. Trey Lamb, their head coach, says, if he didn't suffer the concussion last week. But Baylor Hayes is playing with such confidence tonight.
And they say his preparation is what makes him a good player in the position he is right now. All the breakdowns he's watched, you know, the film he's watched, you know, and also the camaraderie he has with going against that defense, the starting defense. He is definitely playing at a high level because he understands what he needs to do in the offense.
Timeout, Tulsa.
So Tulsa calls its first timeout of the night. The Golden Hurricane threatening again. Trey Lamb, Tulsa's first-year head coach, doesn't mind you always bringing up his age. He says, hey, I want to stay young forever. But he really is one of the youngest head coaches in the FBS, even though he'll turn 36 next week.
Even 36, head coach for an FBS school. I mean, that's very young. I have kids older than him.
BB started early.
Right.
Well, his offense is inside the red zone again. A second down, and Baylor Hayes lofting it for Miller. It's broken up by Onihab.
Great play by O'Neal. He gets his head turned around, so that's why it's not pass interference. Great way to make sure you get turned around, and you have just as much right for the football as the receiver does. He's turned around. It might be a little snatched by the wide receiver. Could have went either way. But it's, the refs letting them play, and great play by the defender.
3rd and 8, wouldn't rule out the run here to set up potentially a 4th and short for Tulsa to go for it. Say they're going to be ultra aggressive in plus territory, and here it is. Richardson, forget about 4th down. How about another touchdown? There is a flag down from behind the play, however.
Holding, offense, number 62. 10-yard penalty, replay, 3rd down.
And the penalty by the center, Simon Wilson, wipes out the touchdown.
That is great running by Richardson, but hey, that might have been the reason why he got loose on that play. Yeah, you see him in the middle of the screen, kind of grabs him, holds him a little bit, yanks him a little bit. 39 might have made the play right there if he'd have let him go. I've been in that position before, so I'm not going to say anything about that.
You never held anybody.
I keep telling him that, but the flash kept hitting him.
So 3rd and 14 after the penalty. Hayes trying to escape. Ball is knocked out. It is loose, and Navy has recovered. Luke Pires.
It's a fumble recovered by Navy. 1st down.
Pires, the 3-year starter, with the recovery after Julian Mutame knocked it free.
Yeah, you can't hold the ball forever. You got to get out and protect the ball. There's always somebody coming from behind when somebody's rushing the passer. That's him just going out there and finishing the play. Great play. You need somebody to stand up, and that's what Julian just did. Creates the fumble. Now, 1st down for the Navy ship.
Man, exactly what Navy needed too, Barrett. Yeah, turnovers the story on their side to open up this game. Now they come up with a takeaway. 1st down at the Tulsa 49. Horvath faking the option and downfield to Heidenreich. Inside the 15. How about that play design?
Great play. It's a drag route across the middle of the field, and he had to wait till he got open. He had to clear the zone, and you could tell that the safety saw him go, but by then he had already cleared out and was wide open on the opposite side of the field.
35 yards to Heidenreich. Now on the sweep, and Heidenreich's inside the 10.
Just what we said. We need Heidenreich to be that guy. He needs to be the guy to go out there and open this offense up. He's skilled enough, and they trust his ability with the ball.
He was so important on Navy's touchdown drive earlier with the big plays, and he's doing it again.
Been that way the last 2 games. Now this is where, you hit Teska.
Teska lined up at that fullback spot, or that traditional flex bone look. And here is Teska running into a wall. Jaden Burnett, Joe Yelly meet him.
Penetration gets up the field, not allowing the running back / fullback to get out there. Defensive line clearing the offensive line and being able to get that penetration to stop the run.
3rd and 3 for Navy. Midshipman eyeing a tying score. The toss to Teska. Breaking tackles, leaning down to the line to gain. It's 1st and goal for Navy.
Give it to Teska down here. He's built for this. He can take the ball down the field. The 200-pound backs, fullback / running back is just what he needed to go down here in the red zone.
Man, you're right, Barrett. This area of the field, it is Teska time.
Rely on those guys up front to move the crowd, and you just run in behind them.
1st and goal from inside the 5. Fake the pitch, and Horvath is down to around the 2.
And right now, you see the defense starting to get up a little slower because that offensive line is really starting to pound on them a little bit. They're keeping their same personnel package out there, so they can't really switch anybody out, you know, in between plays.
Horvath lunges in. That's a touchdown. From down 14-0 to within a point.
Big guys up front taking over the game, moving those defenders around. Double team the front side, pull the back side, and just have your quarterback run in behind the running back who becomes an extra blocker when you don't hand it off to him. That's one of the facets you have when you're going out and playing against an option team. The quarterback has the same ability as a running back.
And that drive is emblematic of what the Sling T can do. You're throwing downfield to a wide open Eli Heidenreich, and you're finishing it with the power runs of Teska and Horvath.
All Blake being able to be multifaceted as a quarterback. He's a dual threat quarterback.
And Kirkwood knots it up. 14-all with under 6 to play in the first half.
Media timeout on the
Navy
field.
responds. Navy quarterback Blake Horvath has punched back after those early turnovers.
Well, they have to. You know, this is a game in which you got to make sure you keep the pressure going. And right now, Tulsa has to react to it. But you look at it, this is just power football. Running behind that offensive line, fullback pulling through the line, getting up there, knocking back that defense. This is Naval Academy football right there. Just running in between those tackles and making sure that you keep the extra blocker with the running back and run your quarterback right inside.
And it's Blake Horvath football as well. After a sensational junior season, putting up the numbers again this year, navigated those turnovers, but no panic, Maria, as Navy has tied the game.
Well, one thing that I noticed on the sidelines was that even when Navy was down, Blake Horvath never faltered. He was calm, cool, and collected. He was talking to his guys, making sure that they were all on the same page. And if you guys remember, that was one thing that the coaching staff from the Naval Academy told us, was that Horvath is so good under pressure. Whether they're up 14 or down 14, he's the same guy, and we're seeing that tonight.
Nothing phases him. Maria, Brian Newberry's coach even told us the story about winning the Commander-in-Chief's trophy last year, the presentation with President Trump. Trump calls on him to speak. Yeah, go right to the podium. No nerves. On the field or off it. Hayes dumps it off to his tight end, Brody Foley, the Indiana transfer, who has a touchdown in each of the first 2 games, and that's a first down.
Yeah, you know, and there once again he shows his arms, he sidearms the arm with the rusher in his face, getting out of trouble. And this is the aspect that he brings to his game that Tulsa loves.
Now Richardson in the ground game, hit at the line, second effort, and Richardson earns a yard there. Speaking of the sidearm throw by Hayes, it's something you noticed in warm-ups. Baylor Hayes practices that arm angle.
Absolutely. You know, you often see receivers go out there and practice one-handed catches. Well, he did the same thing with sidearming. You know, he went down the field, going across the field, throwing from different angles, understanding that he may have to use it, and it's working out great for him right now. He evades the tackle right there, the sack, and is able to throw it down to his tight end to make a big play for a first down.
Something you kind of have to do if you're listed at 6 feet tall.
Yes.
And even the coaches admit, yeah, that's probably generous. A.J. Allen finding a crease, and Allen with a first down to the 48.
Love this football, grind it out. This is the football I grew up. I'm an ex-offensive lineman. I want to mix it up with those guys up front. You pull the tackle around, and then you turn around, run it back right up in behind it. Double team the front side, pull around. This is how football should be played.
Allen spent the spring at FIU, but before that, 2 years at Miami. He started his career at Nebraska. Like Richardson, a Power 4 recruit. Allen again, such a good compliment to Richardson, crossing midfield. You know, Tulsa thought they would have another back in this rotation in Savion Morrison, but he tore his Achilles 3 days before the opener, so Allen is the one to give Richardson a breather here and there.
Yeah, I mean, he's shown the versatility to be out there, run strong, and not get tackled by the first guy that gets there, and that's where you become a great back. If you can stay on your feet and not get tackled by the first guy, you gain that yardage.
How about Tulsa huddling here late in the half? You're not going to see that much this season. Hayes, the deep shot, and it falls incomplete. Underthrown. Hayes was hit hard. He was trying to connect with Emmers.
Yeah, the play took a little long to develop. He had pressure on him. He still tried to push the ball down the field. But I tell you what, he's got some moxie. Even with people in his face, he's still trying to deliver the ball to his playmakers on the outside.
What are you looking for on 3rd and 5? Tulsa 0 for 5 on 3rd down tonight.
Well, you have to make sure you get out your weapons. He's been throwing a lot of quick passes. I see a quick pass right here, but he might go out and up on the outside.
Wildcat set with Calvin Johnson II, a quarterback in high school. And Johnson with the first down. Oh, a little stiff arm. Down inside the 31-yard line.
They ran the ball on 3rd and 5. That's the confidence level they have in this offense, and it works out for them. You get on the outside, get them on those edges. We said that at the beginning of the show. We have to make sure that you attack on the outside with this Navy team because it's hard to run in between those big guys in the front.
He may not be Megatron, but that was a mega play for Tulsa. The first 3rd down conversion of the night from Calvin Johnson II, and he remains in there as the Wildcat quarterback. Fake the toss and the run. And Johnson taken down at the line of scrimmage. From French Camp, Mississippi, spent the last 4 years at Northwestern, and it's a wrinkle the coaches threw at him this week.
I mean, you have a lot of confidence in your skill set, but the only thing is plays can't develop that long when you have a defense that have really good veteran guys up front. Those guys are coming, so you got to make sure they're quick hitting. Get the ball out of your hands and make sure you're able to go out and attack on the outside.
Clock melting down toward the 2-minute timeout here. And by the way, Tulsa will have the ball to start the second half. Hayes lobbing it to Booker. Tulsa's new top target out of bounds inside the 20.
I tell you what, Booker has enough speed to be a real playmaker on the outside. They're running this little slight boot, getting the defense going one way and then throwing out the backside another way, and then you have a guy with exceptional playmaking ability to catch it on the outside.
That's a 2-minute timeout, full timeout on the field.
So Tulsa driving again, trying to reclaim the lead at the end of the first half. Tulsa coach Trey Lamb told us last night, I feel like we played safe, even scared in the loss at New Mexico State last week. Very different story so far tonight.
Absolutely, and they felt that they were the better team last week. Well, hey, they're pulling out all the stops now. They're playing aggressive, allowing their young quarterback to go out there and make plays.
Baylor Hayes starting for the injured Kirk Francis. Inside the red zone, out of the 2-minute timeout, a tie game. Hayes throws it behind Booker. Incomplete.
Yeah, you see, trying to throw from that sidearm position right there, trying to throw underneath the defense. Hayes is very confident in his arm, and he can fit into small windows. But right there, he just threw it behind the receiver. The receiver beat him with the slant on the outside. He's just got to deliver a catchable ball.
Now the 10th play of the drive that started at the Tulsa 25. Richardson. Patience in the hole, and he picks up a couple to bring up 3rd and 8.
Yeah, Willis right there met him in the hole.
Timeout. Navy, their first of the half. 30 seconds in length. Please put 1:51 in the game clock. 1:51.
So add a couple of seconds and a smart timeout there for Navy to preserve a little bit of time here at the end of the half.
Yeah, they want an opportunity to go down and score also. So if they do score on this play, or they kick the field goal, they'll have enough time to probably make up a drive. When you have a quarterback that you have confidence in and some receivers, you know, and a guy like, you know, Eli, he can go down the field and really make some big plays.
Tulsa led this game 14-0. Blake Horvath, Navy's star quarterback, turned it over on each of the Mid's first 3 possessions. A fumble, a couple of interceptions, but Navy has battled back. Tulsa trying to go back on top. 3rd and 8. Presley is the back. He motions out. Bobbled the snap. Hayes to Presley, and it's almost intercepted. Justin Ross had the pick in his hands.
That was diverting a really, really big play in the red zone. I think if he'd looked at the other side, he had Booker out there on the deep play, pass play, going down the field in the end zone. But that's just a great play by Ross, undercutting the receiver.
Seth Morgan from 34 yards to give Tulsa the lead. He's 2 of 3 so far this season. And Morgan sneaks it inside the upright. Tulsa back in front.
We got a heavyweight fight going on right here. Both teams showing the will that, hey, we can both score at any time. We're physical teams, and both of them playing pretty good defense.
Again, that was a great timeout by Navy to end up with some time at the end of the half, because Tulsa will have the ball to start the second half. Navy has an opportunity to attack here with 1:44.
I'd look for Luke Hutchinson, 6 foot, 190 pounds, 6'3", huge size, can run. This is what you want. One of the fastest guys on the field right now.
Brian Newberry, best beard in college football.
He definitely does, man.
What a night for him. Homecoming back in Oklahoma. Again, Westmore High School, just south of Oklahoma City, about 2 hours west of here. And bringing Navy here. He's got a lot of family and friends in attendance.
They said he has a lot of family in attendance.
That ball bounced near the goal line, out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds, kicking team. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 35-yard line, 1st down.
Wow.
Ted, that's huge. You know, that's 10 more yards than they, should need to go down and score. Both teams making little costly mistakes in inopportune times. So, I mean, that's a huge mistake, considering the fact that it's been hard for them to stop the Navy offense this last drive they had.
Again, Navy, as a result, has it starting from the 35. It's kind of like the new rule in the NFL this year with the dynamic kickoff, where if it doesn't land in the landing zone, you get the ball starting at the 35.
Yes.
It's a huge mistake.
Absolutely. It's really making kicks.
The ruling on the field was that the kick did not touch the goal line the previous plays under further review.
Yeah, and that's the key here. So did it land short of the goal line and then bounce out of bounds? If it lands on the goal line, hey, it's a touchback.
Yes, a touchback.
And Navy ends up at the 25. We're talking about 10 yards of difference here.
Well, I mean, you got to make sure you look at that, because that's 10 extra yards that you may receive.
Now, Isaiah Bryant did not field it. Boy, does it hit that white?
It
That's the
looks like
question.
It almost looks like you can see a little bit of the rubber pellets
Yes.
come up a little bit on the white.
It's a quick review. Reed Jackson, let us know.
After review, the kick did touch the goal line. By rule, that's a touchback. Ball be placed at the 25-yard line.
So, again, back up Navy 10 yards. Hey, they still have 2 timeouts, 1:44 to go. Clock stops momentarily with every first down, but they give up 10 yards as a result of this review.
Yeah, you can see the rubber pellets come up right there.
Yeah.
They come up, and this is 10 yards, that the Tulsa defense can't really allow them to get. I want to see now, does this defensive line get to the quarterback? Can they get to Blake and make him uncomfortable?
That Tulsa pass rush has been so good in the early part of this season. Horvath stepping up and finding Brandon Chapman. Another snipe along with Eli Heidenreich, and he's out of bounds at the 32.
Great job by Chapman, not getting tackled inbounds, giving his team a lot of time still left on the clock.
So yeah, the clock stopped at 1:36. By the way, that term snipe, it's not slot back anymore.
Right.
The position coach, David Cole, came up with the name. He told Heidenreich, Chapman, the other snipes, you guys are elite snipers. That's the mentality you have to have. On 2nd and 3, they run it with Chapman. And it's a first down for Navy. The clock stops just for a moment at 1:31.
Yeah, you see Chapman line up right there at the running back position. But now he's lining up outside on the slot. That's the multiple players that they can use like that.
Clock rolling again. Horvath, the quick fire and off target. Intended for Theo Elwell. You know, Navy without their starting tight end tonight. Cody Howard, who suffered a neck injury after a UAB player bashed him in the helmet last week.
Yeah, you know, but that's a new position for them within the last 3 or 4 years, the tight end position. They didn't use a lot of them. They used a lot of fullbacks and players like that in their offenses.
Horvath on the option, keeping it the whole way, and Horvath speeding across midfield. A first down with 1:12 to go.
That's the senior quarterback going out and making a play. And the defensive end, look inside. You cannot peek inside when you're a defensive end here. You got to make sure you stay to the outside. You got to be the farthest guy outside. And right there you saw Will, the linebacker.
Timeout. Tulsa. 30-second timeout.
Ray Coney,
Please put 109 on the game clock. 109.
he underran and allowed the block to get to the outside. When you're the outside, you have outside contained, you cannot allow the guy to get his head to the outside. And what happens? Then the quarterback takes to the outside, is able to make a big play in the run.
So a timeout, 1:09 to go, Tulsa on its heels. You know, the American on ESPN Plus, home to 40-plus college football games, over 1,000 exclusive live events, and every American Conference championship throughout the season. For more info, to sign up, visit stream.espn.com. Of course, you're watching us right now, whether it's on the app, on ESPN.com, you know all about it.
You got to get it.
So Navy has it with a first down at the 45. And Horvath with the late pitch and a lot of space for Chapman. And he's out of bounds just short of the 25.
That's the beauty of running this option. You have so many people that you can get the ball to and keep it. Here they are. They pull some guys around. You run up under there. You have two commit to one guy on the play. You got to stay Simon correct. Both guys committed to the quarterback, which left the pitch man wide open for a huge play going down the field.
Go West. It's kind of like Oklahoma in the 80s with that late pitch in the triple option.
Anthony Stafford, you know, Jamel Holloway.
Jamel Holloway. 1:02 to go. Clock stopped. And Horvath keeps it for a couple to the 24. Navy does have 2 timeouts remaining, but the clock rolling at 51 seconds.
Yeah, I think he should have given the ball to Alex right there. Alex Texter. He got it. He didn't get touched up to the second level.
Navy doesn't use a timeout. Now 40 seconds to play in the half. And Horvath under duress. He is swallowed up. Jaden Burnett with his 4th sack of the season. It's a loss of 11.
That's a great play by him because that was his guy.
Timeout. Navy. 30 seconds in length.
This is the first
Please
sack.
put 36 seconds on the game clock. 36 seconds.
This is the first sack, and it's just assignment correct football. He had the quarterback on that play. That was his responsibility. So regardless if he had the ball or not, you have to go sack or go get your responsibility. I was taught, and you know, a bunch of other guys were taught, that when you play an option team, if you have the fullback, you tackle the fullback. If you have the quarterback, tackle the quarterback. The pitch man, tackle the pitch man. Take care of your assignment, and then you play better defense that way.
So Navy hadn't turned it over in their first 2 games. They turned over 3 times to start this game. They hadn't allowed a sack. They don't pass it a ton. They pass it more than they used to. But the first sack allowed by Navy this season, and it comes against one of the best pass rushers in the early part of the American season from Jaden Burnett. 3rd and 18.
The senior playmaker makes it happen for his team at a crucial point in the game.
Navy with 1 timeout remaining, 36 seconds. Horvath takes off. And Horvath with a first down to the 15-yard line. He picks up 19 yards on 3rd and 18.
That's just senior leadership. Senior going out and making a play. He trusts his legs, go out there, and that's a great play by him, understanding that, hey, I've got to make a play. I got to keep this drive going. I'll put it upon myself to make a play.
Timeout. Navy, their 3rd and final time in the half. 30 seconds in length. Please put 24 seconds on the game clock. 24 seconds.
Now, so Navy burns its last timeout of the half, and what a run by Blake Horvath. Not that you would expect anything less from him,
Yeah.
especially based on what he did a year ago and the early part of this season. But, you know, forget about, oh, can we get into field goal range being the thought for Navy. Now at the 15, even without timeouts, you can take some shots here.
You can take at least 2 shots before you have to kick it. And you know, I would take it all day when you have a guy like Blake, a senior, someone you can trust with the football. I might even go down the field and try a pass play on this. He's got his 2 snipes in there, 2 guys that can make plays, Chapman, Heidenreich.
And they can certainly still pass out of this flex bone look. 24 seconds. Horvath will pass. Oh, got bumped. And the pass falls incomplete, intended for Teska. In the pass rush of Tulsa, pushing the pocket.
Look at the big fellas up there getting penetration up the field, making it uncomfortable for Blake out there. They're driving guys back into the lap of the quarterback. That's great defense, knowing that you have to stay in a passing lane because, hey, Blake can run it too. So you have to make sure you stay in your lane and rush them the right way.
That was Ty Newhouse, the biggest body on the interior for Tulsa at 320 pounds, turning up the heat. Horvath eyeing the end zone. Incomplete, but a flag is down. Heidenreich the target. Zach Williams, Lento Smith were back there for Tulsa.
Pass interference. Defense, 18. The ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic first down.
That's the sophomore safety, Zach Williams.
That's Heidenreich making a play. You know, all right, I can't get the ball on the play. I'm going to create a matchup where I'm the better athlete and is able to go out there and draw the contact.
So 1st and goal for Navy at the 2. Again, no timeouts for the Mids. Tulsa has 1 timeout left.
Timeout. Tulsa, 30 seconds in length.
And they take it.
Yeah, it's a good call. It's a good timeout because they got to get that defense settled down, you know. They've got to get everybody calmed down and understand, look, we got to bow up. We got to show that they're not going to be able to score on this play. But then on the other side, Blake, hey, we've driven the length of the field. We've got to stay consistent. Play assignment correct football, get your blocks, make your play. I'll do the rest.
Navy was down 14-0 to start this one. Brian Newberry in his homecoming, back in his home state of Oklahoma. Blake Horvath, after the early turnovers, leading Navy back. Newberry told us this week, boy, 2 years ago, I doubted that Blake Horvath would ever be the starting quarterback
Right.
at Navy. He has leveled up, and he's a perfect match with this new millennial wing T offense. 1st and goal. And here's that offense in action from under center to the gun. Horvath on the roll. The late pass, and he finds his target for the touchdown. It's Luke Hutchison. You called for him to start the drive.
You gotta do
Hutchison
that.
finishes it off, and Navy has its first lead.
You go out, you get it to your big play receivers, guy on the outside. I mean, he's a red zone threat. You look at him, he's 6'3", and get it to him. on a little, it was a little pass, as he running the option. It was almost like it's a run-pass option on the play, and he did a great job deciphering it. And, he looked at it. He made himself available. Hutchinson made himself available in the middle of the end zone.
Hutchinson had his first career touchdown last week against UAB, a 63-yard bomb. And this touchdown by Hutchinson puts Navy in front.
Well, Ted, you said it. That was too much time on the clock, and that's why it was a great timeout that the coach had, a great timeout, which allowed them to take a time going down the field and making plays. Yes, Tulsa, has a couple of penalties, would put them in bad positions. But, I mean, I knew that Blake had the audacity to go out there and say, all right, yes, put it on my shoulders. That's exactly what he did. Put it on his shoulders and went down and scored.
You put those 3 turnovers in the rearview mirror. Horvath has accounted for a couple of the touchdowns. Teska with one on the ground. And it's Navy on top after the early deficit.
I mean, he's thinking, are you kidding me? You know what I'm saying? I am a senior. I've driven this offense, and I've driven it well for the past 2 years. Did you not think that I was going to go down and score? The audacity to think that I'm not going to go down and score on this play?
Yes, Navy can operate the 2-minute drill. You just saw it. 10 seconds to go in the half. And Kirkwood with the line driver taken by one of the upbacks for Tulsa. Go east and west, and that is Landon Lucas, the number 2 tight end on the return, taking us to halftime. Tulsa had
the half is not over. The half is not over. Please put 1 second on the game clock. We'll have a snap.
Okay, then. Beg your pardon, Reed Jackson.
Yeah, this is a great game. This is what you call conference football. Both teams really needing to win in the worst way. You got Navy, the Navy Academy, putting themselves in position that they're probably one of the favorites going in the conference. But Tulsa said, hey, we're not going to be the bottom dwellers. We're going to come out and compete in the conference. And you'll be looking at us to at least be, halfway through the pack or even atop of the pack after this game.
Baylor Hayes, the redshirt freshman, not taking a knee, handing it to Braylon Presley. Last play of the half, Presley with a big
end
run.
of the first half.
27 yards. Tulsa was not going to go quietly into the locker room.
No, they're going to fight, be hyper-aggressive. That was the big theme in the coaches' meeting. We're going to stay aggressive. We're going to be aggressive to make sure that we're going to go out fighting.
Yeah, they have to, because Navy is going to keep coming back. One more look at Presley on the final play of the half.
And, they were prepared for it. They had 2 deep guys back, understanding that they could make a play like that.
So 21-17 Navy after Tulsa had the scorching hot start. 3 takeaways, a 14-0 lead, but it's the midshipmen with the lead heading into the locker room here in Tulsa.
The belief in this offense, man, it has a lot to do with the offense and the leader in that offense. Baylor Hayes.
Downstairs to Maria.
Coach, your team goes down 14 to start that first quarter. What did you tell them to be able to respond to take the lead at halftime?
We just had to settle them down. I mean, we're lucky to be in the game, truthfully. Turned the ball over 3 times in the first half. The field position's been terrible for our defense. Turned the ball over inside our 5-yard line going in. Just, we haven't turned the ball over all year. 3 times in the first half, I think in the first quarter. And not playing assignment football on defense. We got to play better defensively. We got to create some negative plays in the early downs. They've been able to stay on track a little bit, which makes it hard. They can stay balanced when you do that. So we got to make some plays on defense. Guys got to do their job. We got to execute better in the second half.
What will it take for your guys to execute better in the second half?
We just got to settle down, And what they do offensively is challenging. There's a lot of motions, a lot of formations, and we got young players playing, but they have to settle down. We have to settle them down as coaches and give them some simpler calls maybe, but we're going to go and make some adjustments at halftime. We should be better in the second half.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks.
Guys?
Maria, Brian Newberry can have that slight smile on his face. His team has battled back. They've got the lead 21-17. Coming up, top plays in the American from last week. Halftime here at Chapman Stadium in Tulsa. Navy coming back from down 14-0. They're up 21-17 on the Golden Hurricane. Maria Tribal Pieces here, there, everywhere. Maria, how about the top plays of the week in the American?
Welcome into Studio A. I'm Maria Tribal Piece. It was a great week for sports in the American Conference that brought a lot of upsets across the board. Because of that, we'll feature some of them on this week's top plays. We'll begin with Army, looking to rebound after losing last week. Colin Madison says, "I can help with that," makes the interception to seal the deal for the Black Knights. South Florida finished in a 1-1 draw with UCF, and a big reason why was goalkeeper Jaheim Wickham. Here he is with one save, but he's not done yet. Another shot, he says, "Not today." He finished with 8 saves on the night. We'll stay with the Bulls in play number 3, but this time we're heading over to the football field. Nico Gramatica with a chance to upset number 13 Florida. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Bulls silence the Swamp. Some more late game heroics, but this one coming on the soccer pitch. North Texas taking on Abilene Christian. Claire Niedermeyer in front of the net. She finds the back of it. Mean Green win. In play number 1, we're giving some love to the special teams. This is Florida Atlantic taking on Florida A&M. Pay attention to freshman Josh Roberts. Blaze past the protection, knocks that ball away. Then sophomore Lawrence Johnson picks it up in the end zone. If you see a top play this week, make sure you use the hashtag American Top Plays. Keep it right here. We have more coming up for you on ESPN+.
Time here in Tulsa, Navy up 21-17 in their first road game of the year. Coming up, highlights from that action-packed first half from Chapman Stadium. The only American Conference game of Week 3 is coming through. Navy up 21-17 on the road, their first road game of the year here in Tulsa. Glad you're with us, along with Barrett Brooks, former Super Bowl champion. I'm Ted Emmerich, Maria Trivalpiece here as well. Man, this is fun, right? Tulsa with the great start coming off the loss to New Mexico State. Yes, that's been impressive. Just as impressive, Navy responding.
Yeah, you know, you got Tulsa pulling out all the stops on offense. You know, Hayes at this point is playing out of his mind. But then you also have Navy. Fell behind, has so many, you know, ways in which they turn the ball over and then fights back, doing it the Navy way, and now turn around there up on the half. So, I mean, this is great football. You know, this is what you want. A game like this goes back and forth with two great quarterbacks playing.
It was a start for Navy that you just can't imagine if you follow them over the last year plus. Turnovers on each of their first 3 possessions.
Yeah, I mean, you look at it, you know, I mean, an interception, fumbles, all these things are just not midshipman type of thing. But look, you know, this offense, and they turn around on Tulsa's side, and this young guy is playing so well. Freshman what? You know, I mean, this is his second year in his first year here in Tulsa, but he showed the ability to play. But then you got the senior. Don't count him out. He's played very disciplined football, getting these guys in, not going out and really playing scared, but playing in a manner in which, all right, I'm going to lead you and pull you forward, and that's what's happening right now. Put the ball in his hands, let him lead this team, and he's, you know, proving results. Now they're on top going into half. This is exactly what you want.
Yeah, Blake Horvath with the go-ahead touchdown pass to Luke Hutchison at the end of the half. Second half after this. Before we start the second half, we sent it down to Maria Tribal-Peace.
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Trey Lamb at halftime, and he told me that he didn't really like the way that his Tulsa defense played in that first half. He wants them to improve in the second two quarters. Now, offensively, he really likes what he's getting from his quarterback, Baylor Hayes. He does want to see him settle down a little bit more, but overall, offensively, he said he doesn't think that the midshipmen can guard his players, so he wants to keep attacking on that side of the ball.
Yeah, Maria, it's exactly what Lamb told us last night. Staying aggressive, taking shots. We want those explosive plays. They have found them to this point, but They find themselves trailing as we start the second half after Navy responded from that early deficit. Fair catch by Landon Lucas, and Tulsa will start at the 25. Again, Baylor Hayes starting for the injured Kirk Francis, the concussion last week in Las Cruces. You can't ask for much more from the redshirt freshman to this point.
You definitely can't, you know, and there's a reason why Coach Lamb kind of recruited him when he left it, you know, Elder School and brought him here. You saw how focused he was. He saw how much of a competitor he is. He's a gunslinger, and he wants to be the best that he can be. So he's, you know, he studies that way. He conducts himself that way. He practices that way, and then you see the, you know, reaping the benefits of all that right now.
Braylon Presley opens the second half at running back, motions out, and the early touch for Presley, who is swarmed by Oniha and does just enough to usher Presley out of bounds. Loss on the play of a couple.
Yeah, you know, he wanted, you know, get him going early, get the quarterback going early. Hayes got to make a better decision, maybe go to the other side on that play. But, hey, he settled down. Let's go. We're going to the second half. We got to play the same way we played in the first half.
Lamb told Hayes, when he was recruiting him out of the portal in the spring, I think you can play at this level. I know you can. Getting a shot tonight, 2nd and 12 being chased. And Hayes throws it into the turf, trying to find the outlet in Dominic Richardson.
You look at it, it's starting to heat it up on the defensive side of the ball now. You have to have guys that can block up front, and they're bringing more blockers than they have, more guys to blitz them than they have blockers. And when you do that, you got to make a quicker decision and better play selection from the offensive coordinator on the play.
By the way, Julian Mutame, the Navy defensive lineman, lost his helmet. Remember, he forced the fumble in the first half. He has to sit out this 3rd and 12. Tulsa 1 of 7 on 3rd down in the first half. Calvin Johnson the second in the orbit motion. Here's the double pass from the quarterback in high school. Johnson is taken down back at the 15. The trick play goes nowhere for the Golden Hurricane.
And that's the defense. The midshipmen stayed assignment correct, played with a lot of discipline. They didn't allow their eyes to roam into different places of the field, which let them have a great play right here. They dropped everybody back, only rushed 2 on the play, and that allowed them to go over and cover everywhere on the field.
And Coleman Cauley and Landon Robinson combined on the sack. Davies the punt. Chapman comes up to meet it, and a fair catch at the 44-yard line. It's a 41-yard punt by Davies. Navy with excellent field position. Maria?
Well, you just mentioned Landon Robinson on that last play, and one really cool thing about him, guys, is that he has been disciplined and driven from the time he was a young boy. His mom, Patrice, said starting in about 2nd or 3rd grade, he started making sticky notes in which he would write down different goals. When he accomplished those goals, he'd check them off and put that sticky note on his wall. Now, I don't know if he still makes those sticky notes, but he still is incredibly driven. That's why he's at the Naval Academy.
You got to be disciplined to play at the Naval Academy.
Who else would you want serving our country than Landon Robinson with that kind of mindset from such an early age? The sweep for Heidenreich, who is so big in the first half, really unlocking that Navy offense after the early turnovers. He picks up 9.
Heidenreich has that skill set, and what do? They put their 2 snipers in there, Chapman and Heidenreich, and both of those guys, they're hard to defend because who do you cover them with? You cover them with linebackers, you cover them with safeties. You can't cover them because they're splitting them on both sides of the field, was not allowing you then to double them.
Now 56 yards on the ground for Heidenreich on 5 carries. Oh, the ball is out. Horvath never got that snap. And unlike the first quarter, Horvath recovers that fumble.
Yeah, you know, watch, they had motion going across, and the center snapped it a little too hard for him, and then, you know, creates the turnover, creates the fumble on the play. He's lucky to get on it because he didn't, you know, as you said, in the first half.
So a loss of 2, and it's 3rd and 3 for Navy.
Heidenreich, Chapman are in the game.
And by the way, Navy isn't bashful about going for it on 4th down potentially here. 3rd and 3. And Teska hammers for the first down to the 45.
You should have known that. I mean, Teska, you know, fullback position / running back position, just take us down. They support that offensive lineman. They go over the left side.
If they keep going, Teska and Heiden.
Love this play. Just get the first, keep the chains moving.
Teska gets a breather, and Jackson Gutierrez is in at running back. He's the third-string quarterback for Navy, but because of injuries at running back, Gutierrez is being used a little more at that running back spot. Horvath on the roll, and Horvath takes a shot. A diving catch at the 10-yard line. What a play for Navy. It's Joshua Guerin, 45 yards.
Runs a deep play down there. I mean, that's a great pass. Only he could catch it. Great completion on the play.
This is not your older brother's Navy midshipman offense. Now Heidenreich slicing in for the touchdown.
Got that defense on their heels. They're doing a lot of stuff. They're running the ball with the snipers. They're giving it to the running back up the middle. They're throwing passes out of it, keeping them off balance. Here it is. They fake the jet sweep. They give them the jet sweep, and Heidenreich just takes it into the end zone. They spread them out and give them an opportunity to find a running lane, and Heidenreich takes it. This is a great, great play calling by a team that really gets you out of sorts from everything that they run.
A quick-moving, quick-strike Navy offense, 5 plays, and now a 2-score lead for the Mids on the road. They were down 14-0 early.
Immediate timeout.
That's a distant memory now.
I tell you what, quarterback Blake Horvath is doing a great job with all the motions, and then he just drops back and throws a pass fade down the field create a separation, put it only where he can get it. But then he gets down there and hands off on the jet motion, and Heinrich does the rest. He's able to go in, bust in for the touchdown. This is what you want from an offense, is now getting that defense all out of sorts. They don't know where it's coming from, and he's definitely engineering that offense in the right way.
So a 28-17 lead. That 45-yard catch by Joshua Garrett, what a play for your first career catch. The full layout to make the grab.
You got to go get it sometimes.
It's also bringing it out. And Johnson stood up just past the 25.
Now we got to come with the young quarterback. How does, Baylor Hayes get an opportunity to bring his team back? Sometimes you got to go slowly but surely. Yes, they're going to stay aggressive. Can he push the ball down the field? Do you continue to run it? These are all things that they have to, work out as far as his offense going down the field. I believe he can because they have a lot of confidence in him staying aggressive.
It has to be the mindset. That's how it was early in the game, but he had the short fields thanks to the turnovers, and now down 11. Got to keep that mindset. And start with the run, and a couple of yards for Dominic Richardson.
I love the way they, coming off the ball. Sometimes, these short games can turn into these big games. You got to stay consistent. Now you may try an opportunity to go over the top. Double team the front side, run inside zone.
Swing it to Booker, who's been busy like he has so far early in this season, and Booker has a first down to the 41.
Whenever they do this run, throw out pass, it gives them in a better position because now the defense sees him in that run action, and then he's able to get the ball out. When they drop back pass, it's hard for him.
Back to Richardson, and he tumbles to the 44. A pickup of 3. Mark Anthony Parker on the stop for Navy.
When I played for the Steelers, we used to say 3 yards in a cloud of dust. I would give it to Bussy 3 times or 4 times in a row. That's a first down. That's 12 yards. They've got to have that same mindset. Run the ball so you can throw the ball on the outside or get it over the top of the defense.
It really does feel like such an important drive for Tulsa. The offense has sputtered a bit after that hot start. Hayes on the move. Getting hit, and he throws it away. Job Grant, the junior linebacker from Kansas City. Defensive coordinator P.J. Volker calls him the most athletic inside linebacker I've ever had.
Yes, he can run, and there he evades the block by the running back and just runs through him. And this, this second half is starting to remind me a lot of what happened at UAB last week for the midshipmen. They got together, sat down and focused, and if you look at them, they're playing a lot more focused on making sure that they play an assignment-correct football. They're staying where they're supposed to be, not getting, allured with their eyes to go somewhere else.
And Navy shut out UAB in the second half. 3rd and 7. Hayes takes another shot downfield for Josh Smith and batted away by Ira Oniha. His second breakup. There is a flag back at the 47.
Ineligible receiver downfield. 62 offense. Penalty is declined. Result of the play is 4th down.
Yeah, that's hard for an offensive lineman because you don't know whether the quarterback is going to run or if he's going to stay out there and throw the ball. So, you're kind of in the middle like, all right, should I go downfield? Should I block for him? So you're kind of caught in the middle on those type of plays.
How about this? Tulsa's offense remains out there on 4th and 6. They are 2 for 2 on 4th down despite the struggles on 3rd down tonight.
Staying aggressive. You got to stay aggressive. Stay with that mindset that I'm a gunslinger. I can make them play.
They kind of have to. How many stops do they have left from their defense? Hayes on 4th down, and Hayes comes up short. Luke Paris runs into him. Navy standing tall.
Great assignment, correct football. Stay in your rush lanes. Understand this is an athletic quarterback. Don't give him an opportunity to get on that edge. If you pass rush and get on the edge, it's hard for you.
Tulsa short of the line to gain. First down, Navy.
Here, that's a great pass rush up the middle, creating a lot of panic buying. Kendall Whiteside beats his one-on-one block. Then the linebackers just clean it up for him.
Got Luke Paris, the 3-year starter, wrapped him up. Again, the first 3 drives for Navy tonight ended in takeaways by the Tulsa defense. Since then, 4 touchdowns and just 1 punt. Navy has awakened here on the road. A short field after the turnover on downs. And Heidenreich has had a big night on the ground. Had the touchdown moments ago. Pushes to the 42.
Getting them running one way, handing the ball off, getting it to your weapon. Heidenreich, Chapman, both guys are starting to take control of the game.
And Shane Reynolds is in at running back. And Reynolds with his first carry of the night. Shrugs down for a yard in the arms of Ray Coney.
Shane Reynolds. He has some fans out in PA, you know, that I was supposed to give him a shout out for.
Okay, yeah, you're out in that area.
Yeah, I'm right around the street.
Reynolds from Glen Mills.
Exactly.
3rd and 3. Teska back on the field. Horvath tucks it. Flag down from behind the play. And Horvath marked just short of the first down. Hit by Zach Williams, but it might be coming back regardless.
Holding. Offense. Number 79. 10-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
That's on Hoke Smith II, the right guard. So 3rd and long.
Yeah, that was a great play by the big guys up front, able to evade the block on the play. You got to get up the field, create that havoc, and that's what's going on that play. The midshipmen, that's just not what they do. They don't make a lot of mistakes. This second half, they've got to cut down on it. They have a pretty good lead right now. Why don't they keep it going? They're playing assignment correct football.
And the Mids spread the field on 3rd and 13. Tulsa brings the blitz. Horvath up the gut. And Horvath scrambles for the first down again. Blake Horvath, impossible to contain. 14 yards.
Senior leadership right there. He's done it last year, all year. Here he uses his legs, goes out and make a great play, keeps the chains moving. You look to your seniors to make those type of plays, and that's exactly what's going on. Blake is doing a masterful job of running this offense, but also doing the little things and making the right decisions on timely downs.
Now 105 yards and a touchdown on 16 carries for Horvath. And again, it's not just the option. We've seen a couple of big scrambles on 3rd and long. Now it's Teska bending to the outside. And Alex Teska picks up 4.
And it's not like he's doing great things. It's not flashy. It's good old-fashioned football. Running here, throwing the ball there, staying consistent, getting it to my weapons. And of course, you know, Alex Teska, he's just a guy that's going to rumble in the middle.
Back to the flex bone and back to Horvath, who muscles to the 30-yard line to bring up 3rd and short. Barrett, as an offensive lineman, I think you would love playing in this kind of offense, right?
This is what you love. This is where you just rumble in the middle. Come off the ball, double team, drive guys back, you know, and this is where the war of attrition sets in. That defensive line has been out there a long time, and when you continue to run the ball, you keep the same sets in there. You can't, you know, get your guys in and out as a defensive lineman. You start to wear down a little bit, and I think that's what's going on. You see the pace is starting to slow down, too. They're, you know, taking all the time on the clock instead of just running it right then and there.
On 3rd and 3, another sweep for Heidenreich. Cannot turn the corner. Nice play for Tulsa defensively.
And that's a great play. They guessed the right way. They slanted to the play away from Heidenreich. Understanding, you know, that he probably will get the ball on the jet sweep. They've been hurt by that play, so they slant that way, gives an opportunity to get out on the edge and stop Heidenreich on the jet sweep.
Zane Woodham with the big stop on the edge. 4th and 3, and now will Navy go for it. They're in the right area of the field here to do this.
See the pace now, slow and steady for that offense.
right on the edge of Nathan Kirkwood's range anyway. Navy going for it. Blitz. And Horvath connects with Heidenreich for the first down at the 25.
Well, we're starting to sound like a broken record now. Because he's a great player and you can put him anywhere, why not give him the ball out here? One-on-one on the outside, it's tough for a defender to stay with him, especially when he knows which way the play is going. You're trying to guess with it. It's hard for defenders to do that.
Now, Heidenreich, a slot receiver in high school in Pittsburgh, and now that hybrid weapon for Navy as a snipe. They hand it to him, and they throw it to him. Horvath stringing the option. And he keeps it to the 23, picking up a couple.
You know, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how would you call this personnel package? Because they have 3 running backs in. Because when you think of a snipe, they can play running back, they can play slot. So, I mean, I would term it 31 because it's 3 running backs and just 1 tight end. But what they could do with both guys, you know, is masterful because you don't know what they're going to be. Are they going to be a receiver or a running back?
9th play of the drive for Navy. Like you said, Barrett, a little more methodical on this possession. Play clock dipping under 5. Horvath, the triple option, and the pitch. And Charles Robinson diving to the 20-yard line. Lento Smith made the tackle. It's 3rd and 5.
Stay in discipline on the defensive side of the ball. Linebackers are able to flow right here, get over the top. Cornerback stays out wide enough that they can't turn the corner. Good play by that young man, coming up to make the play.
Navy 5 of 8 on 3rd down. You think of Navy, you think of 3rd and short. Remember, Horvath has scrambled on a couple of 3rd and long situations. He keeps it here. Horvath has the first down, and he bangs down to the 5. It's 1st and goal for the midshipmen, 16 yards.
That it is so hard to stay disciplined because your eyes can, you know, not put you where you need to be. You slow as a linebacker getting to your hole, and all of a sudden, bam, the quarterback keeps it, and there he goes for a big game.
Now going up tempo on 1st and goal from the 4, and Teska takes it to the 2.
Tulsa defense getting a little rowdy, especially up front. When you get these guys driving you off the ball and just keeping your legs moving, as a defender, you're like, come on now, chill out, and they're not doing it. This is where, like I said, the war of attrition, you start to grind on people. Like I said, I played with the Steelers, and we ran the ball.
24 comes out due to his helmet coming off.
Now, so Brandon Chapman has to sit out this play after losing his helmet. Navy could call a timeout to put him back in. They don't. They're ready for the 12th play of the drive. 2nd and goal. And a jump up front. Nakai Johnson coming across for Tulsa. Was he drawn off? Of course, that's going to be his argument.
I think he kind of admitted it himself. You know, said, my bad, my bad.
Offside. Defense. Number 88 with contact. Half the distance to the goal. 2nd down.
Now, the Pittsburgh transfer has been really a godsend up front for Tulsa, along with the other FBS transfer, Byron Turner Jr. from Florida State. That puts Navy just a little bit closer. 2nd and goal. Approaching the 2-minute mark. And Teska slams in for the touchdown. A clock-killing and perhaps morale-killing drive for Navy after the turnover on downs.
Good old-fashioned football here. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Just hand it off to Teska, the finisher. Keeps his legs driving. Meets the linebacker in the hole. Then he just takes over with the leg drive.
Navy took over around midfield. That drive lasted 7 minutes and 20 seconds.
That's why you can't make mistakes with this Navy team, especially on the way they're going right now. Second half, they're doing a great job of going out and really imposing their will on that defense. Long drives, they just take it out of you. War of attrition is happening for Navy.
Immediate timeout on the
Great
field.
play by their defense.
Navy with the 35-17 lead over Tulsa. Two midshipmen names that we've heard a lot tonight are Alex Teska and Eli Heidenreich. The thing is, though, that they've been causing problems for opponents ever since they were little boys. The two grew up in the Pittsburgh area and started playing football together when they were in the first grade. They then played together in high school, and now they're here on the same team at the Naval Academy. Eli Heidenreich told me that he has a special bond with Alex. He said, I know what he's going to do before he even does it. I'm sure some other teams wish they knew what Alex Teska was going to do before he did it as well.
Yeah, Maria, they've combined for 3 touchdowns tonight from Mount Lebanon High School in Pittsburgh to Navy. They are both problems last year and now this year. Tulsa will start from the 25 after the return by Calvin Johnson II. And by the way,
it's like a sledgehammer in the pick. You know what I mean?
Yes. They complement each other so well. And by the way, Teska likes to say Heidenreich will rib him because Heidenreich committed to Navy first. And he likes to say, well, the only reason you committed is because I didn't. All right. Well, now Tulsa really has to get going. They led this game 14-0 on the strength of 3 turnovers in the first 3 Navy possessions. Richardson finding space, and Richardson's across the 40 with a first down.
Good drive inside zone to the open side. They were at the front side, able to get outside and displace that defensive line. Then he runs in behind them.
And Tulsa's going to go at warp speed now. The 17-yard run. Hayes, open man. Booker can't come up with it. That throw just a little off target, but Zion Booker will tell you he should have had it.
Yeah, he should have had it. But we could have had a better throw. Now, you can't rush so much that you make mistakes like that. Rush, set your feet, and get the ball to your receiver. He was wide open on the play. He might have kept running if he'd have led him just a little bit more.
Hayes now 13 of 24 for 112 yards. He also has a touchdown on the ground. And Kirk Francis suffered a concussion last week. That's why Hayes, the redshirt freshman, is starting. And Hayes using his legs out to midfield, just short of it, to bring up 3rd down and 3.
Yeah, he took a shot this last drive that, I thought he was going to be out for a little bit, but yet they're still running him on the play, giving him an opportunity to go out there and make plays. He's a good enough athlete to really take control out there and stay out on the edge and play around there, that he's a good enough athlete to do it.
Now, this has been the problem down for Tulsa. They're 1 of 9. They've missed their last 4, and Hayes splits out. Wildcat with Calvin Johnson II. And Johnson is thrown down. Landon Robinson eats him alive.
And it was a great play, great call up front. Shot the gap on the play, and they guessed right. Gets up the field, and they couldn't block him. This is what you don't want when a defensive lineman is able to get around you and get up the field.
Tulsa going for it. After the loss of 3, 4th and 6. Hayes back at quarterback. Free play. Navy jumped. Hayes uncorks for Miller. Jockeying. And it's almost intercepted by Justin Ross. Doesn't matter. It'll lead to 4th and 1 with the offsides against Navy.
Give him a little bit.
Offside. Defense, number 90, in the neutral zone at the time of the snap. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 4th down.
Yeah, Julian Mutame jumped for Navy.
There's not a lot of plays on that you can run successfully on 4th and 6, but there are a lot in your repertoire when you run 4th and 1.
Again, no question at this point. Tulsa going for it. Lucas, the tight end in motion. Hayes dancing, and he did not get it. Navy comes up big again defensively. Another turnover on downs.
1st down, Navy. Media timeout on the field.
Sometimes you can't go out there and play around, spinning around. Sometimes you got to stick your head in there. Go out there and make a play. Great play by the defense on that play.
Please put 19 seconds on the game clock.
Here you go. You know, Blake must go out there and just stick his head in there. You know, you can't play around. This is a crucial situation on 4th down. Just run. You know, you can't play around and you know, be like that. You have to make sure you stick your head in there and get the first down first, then maybe dance and try to make people miss.
Yeah, Philip Hamilton was the first one to hit Baylor Hayes, and Tulsa has turned it over on downs on back-to-back possessions. Back into the hands of Blake Horvath and into the clear. Inside the 25, Horvath gashes Tulsa again, this time for 27.
Oh, you mean he's not a running back the way he was out there running? I mean, he's setting blocks up, having the receiver duck outside and run inside.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
Great play by the quarterback.
And that brings us to the end of 3. Blake Horvath has done it through the air and on the ground as Navy climbed out of the early hole. They're up big now, heading to the 4th. Blake Horvath has shrugged off the 3 early turnovers.
Yeah, you know, it's his afterthought to him now. He has orchestrated a great offense. He's going to his strengths. He knows he needs to go to guys that have done it, but hey, that opens up everything else on the outside. He is taking control, running the rock, even setting up blocks like he's a running back. What is he playing, running back or quarterback? And then has the arm to go down the field. He's been masterful this second half of really taking over this game and allowing them to play at a fast rate, but slowing it down that they take more time off the clock.
And the 4th quarter begins with Horvath punching inside the 20. Ted Emmerich, Barrett Brooks, Maria Tribal Peace, our entire crew. That went for 6.
Yeah, you know, he runs in behind the big back. Tesla, they call him a big back, but he's virtually, you know, just the same as the running backs on the outside. He can do it all. But why not give it to him? No, I'm going to have my quarterback do it, and that's exactly what Blake has done.
It's now 159 yards on the ground for Horvath. Also has a touchdown.
That's the quarterback.
That's the quarterback,
yeah,
yes, correct.
Yeah.
And you're used to that with Navy, but he also has thrown for 94 yards and a touchdown. On 2nd and 4, Jackson Gutierrez, the third-string quarterback, playing at running back here early in the season with injuries in that room. He sets up 3rd and 2.
You know, and I'm going to tell you the truth, Ted. This is the tale of two tapes. This is the tale of, you know, two teams that, you know, are different levels right now because, number one, if you look at it, Coach Newberry has an established culture. And Coach Lamb is just now starting to establish. This will go a long way in their maturation to become a better team because, you know, they went up and fought against, you know, the big guys in the conference and held to them a little bit, you know, but they'll learn from this and make a lot better decisions as they go on and they learn what their culture is here in Tulsa.
What they need is a stop right now. 3rd and 2, Gutierrez again, and Gutierrez spills for the first down inside the 15.
Just, you know, backup quarterback / running back. You have to be able to do everything here with the midshipman. But, you know, they needed to find to get their best players on the field, and he's one of their best and most athletic players. Give him an opportunity to run the ball a little bit. It's almost like throwing him a bone, getting him on the field, letting him play a little bit.
Now, Vic Listorti suffered a hamstring injury in camp. He was supposed to back up Tesca, so a little thin at that position. Gutierrez, the product of San Antonio, stays in there on 1st down. And another give to Gutierrez. And Gutierrez down to the 4-yard line. Gain of 9.
Yeah, this defensive line is really starting to be gassed. You know, a lot of those guys have played just about all the snaps up front. So you look at this offensive line, they're just picking them off and, you know, giving huge running lanes now for who's ever at running back, whether it's Tesca, you know, was Kettle, you know, whoever's running the ball. So, you know, Heinrich, he can do it all on the outside, and then you have these guys coming in and doing it on the inside, running right up the middle.
Gutierrez remains out there, 2nd and a yard. Again, Horvath content to milk some clock here. Once again, Jackson Gutierrez. And he twirls for the 1st down. 1st and goal for the Mids.
It's playing on simple football. We go with a power play. On the left side, they got the double team up front, pull the backside, and just let the running back follow his blockers. It's nothing, you know, nothing real saucy, just a play in which you can get your big guys going in the right direction and just run in behind them. Especially with the defensive line being in there as long as they have been.
And this is now kind of what you're used to with Navy with years past. Horvath under center, that flex bone look, and just hammer away. 1st and goal. Again, Gutierrez trying to back his way in, and he's down inside the 1.
You know, I wonder, you know, after this, whatever happens on this drive, if you put in the 2nd-team quarterback, you know, give him some reps, give him, you know, some time out on the field, you know, maybe they start wheeling people in.
Tim Hardiman remains down for Tulsa, and yeah, he wants the trainers out onto the field. Good to see him get right back up. The Arkansas State transfer, just a fire hydrant inside. Very hard to move.
Put 11-11 on the game clock. 11-11.
Now they'll put 7 seconds
40-second play clock
on the clock. You know, the coaches rave about what Hardiman has brought in his first year at Tulsa, but like you're saying, it's really tough to play up front for Tulsa right now, the way Navy is just pushing and leaning on them.
Exactly, and he's done a good job for the better part of 3 quarters of creating some penetration on run plays and pass plays, you know, causing a ruckus, especially in the first half. He did a lot of great things, but, you know, like I said, it's hard for you to consistently stop the run when you're going against a team that's all they do. They specialize in it. They come off the ball flat back and hit you in the mouth. And after a while, you know, they start running the clock down, and then you're on the field as long as you are. They don't change their personnel. Then you turn around and, you know, you've been out there for 10, 12 plays in this drive. Then you become tired. So, you know, it's tough as a defender to play against, you know, a naval football team.
And by the way, Hardiman was down there before the ball was spotted. New rule in college football, to combat the feigning of injuries. That came before the spotting of the football, so Tulsa not charged a timeout.
Yes.
Hardiman exits, 2nd and goal for Navy. Teska back in, and he's stacked up. Will Alexander, the former walk-on at linebacker, with a big play.
And there you go, Ted. Like I said, this is a learning experience. You know, they've had a rough day, but they're still out there fighting. They're still trying to go out there and just maximize, you know, these guys out there with these play selection. Hitting them hard, hitting them out, you know, trying to drive this offensive line back. It's just, you know, a little too late now, and they're at a point where it's going to be hard for them to stop this offense for the next quarter.
Under 10 to play now, 3rd and goal. Teska is brought down. Ray Coney leading the charge. He followed Trey Lamb from ETSU here to Tulsa, and it's 4th and goal.
He's had a pretty good game also. Pass rushing. I think he has a sack. You know, doing things that, you know, you want from your guys. You know, you want from the leadership on your team. And if you look at the sideline, this sideline, the Hurricane are out there still jumping around, still trying to stay fired up, you know, creating a culture for this team.
4th and goal. Midshipman going for it. Trying to shut the door. Chapman on the sweep. All alone for the touchdown. They like to say hashtag roll goats. Goats are rolling now in Tulsa.
And, you know, you talk about, you know, Heinrich, you know, he's a great ball carrier. Well, hey, I'm going to block my buddy Chapman on the outside. I'm going to go out there and set the edge. There he is, setting the edge, giving his buddy an opportunity to go out there and score. Great block by the sniper for a sniper on the same play.
Navy has scored on its last 5 drives now. Remember, Tulsa led this game 14-0 in the first quarter. But it's 28 unanswered points for Brian Newberry's team.
Immediate timeout on the field.
Navy now up 42-17 in the 4th. Center Torrin Smith enjoying a homecoming, just like his head coach Brian Newberry. For more, down to Maria.
Well, there's a lot of love for both Newberry and Torrin Smith here in Oklahoma, and there was love for Torrin's dad, Brad Smith, because he actually played for the Tulsa Golden Hurricane from 1993 to 97. We talked about it a little bit earlier in this game, but now we have some pictures to prove it, guys. In addition, he also played with Coach Newberry in high school, as you guys said, at Westmore High School, so just a lot of Oklahoma fun on the midshipman side of things here tonight.
Gotta love the whack patch on the jersey for Brad Smith, too. Johnson on the return for Tulsa out to the 25. Yeah, Brad Smith, Torrin's dad, now a battalion chief in the Oklahoma City Fire Department.
You know, he stays. He's one of those guys, you know, you look at him, he's not a big center, but he has that discipline, just like his pops, you know, that discipline to play the game physically, and be able to move guys, even, you know, he's kind of small in stature compared to, you know, most centers. That he come play in Philadelphia, you know, they have a lot of small centers played there, you know. Jason Kelsey.
Have done quite well.
Absolutely.
Through the years. So Baylor Hayes slings it on first down, and Zion Booker with the catch out to the 40-yard line. A first down and a gain of 16.
Yeah, they're staying up. They're keeping it going. They're keeping driving. You know, here he is, you know, you work on the outside with his
Time out
end.
on the field for injury.
Able to go out there and make the play.
Seth English down for Navy will step aside. From Tulsa, you are watching The American on ESPN. Under 9 minutes to play here at Chapman Stadium. Ted Emmerich, Barrett Brooks, Maria Trival-Peace, our entire crew. A 42-17 lead for Navy. And on first down, Dominic Richardson, the Tulsa running back, pushes it out to the 46-yard line. Tulsa had a 14-0 lead. Navy turned it over on their first 3 possessions, but Navy has outscored Tulsa 42-3 since then.
Well, you know, you look at it, you know, just like right now.
Hayes, a deep pass and incomplete as Zion Steptoe was the target. He was battling Ira Oniha.
They fought the entire time. But then, you know, the culture, the nature of what this Naval team is started to take over. They're a run-based team. And I think, you know, if you look at the naval camp, they wanted to get a little cute and pass the ball a lot. Then they got back to basics, using their sniper, running the ball, getting it to the outside, and now, you know, they had a lot of success with that.
Hayes, the redshirt freshman, has acquitted himself well, kind of like the second half last week against New Mexico State. He dumps it here to Jacob Emmers for the first down across the 50, but get back-to-back turnovers on downs before this possession. Trey Lamberett likes to talk about moment of truth plays, that there are a few of those in the game. Do you have what it takes? And Navy has just made more of those than Tulsa.
And they, you know, that's really what they're made of. You know, we're just now starting to see what this team is. You know, and here it is, you know, they're battling back. They're still fighting. They're still showing that they're still going to go out there and at least in this game on the note that, all right, we never gave up. And this is culture that, you know, they're setting right now.
A.J. Allen picked up 11 yards, feed it to him again. And Allen to the 35. And listen, for Tulsa, yes, their conference opener, they have a short turnaround. They've got Oklahoma State on Friday night.
Yeah, and they can't play around, you know, when you're going into a team and it's, you know, it's an interstate battle. And they want to make sure that they stay up to par and keep this thing going. You know, these are all coachable moments they're going to be able to use as this season goes on.
Hayes flips it to Allen for 16. So Tulsa stringing something together on this drive. Could have used it earlier. Under 7 to play now. A high snap. Hayes handles it and completes it to Zion Steptoe. Hayes took a shot from Kenneth McShann.
Catch and helmet off by number 7.
Yeah, and Steptoe lost his helmet.
Man, I'll tell you what, you know, this is straight moxie, straight intensity that, you know, you see Hayes going out there, getting hit, still trying to deliver the ball, running this offense. This is the fire that you want from the leader of your team. And he's shown that he can lead this team. I think they were just overmatched this time, this day against this team.
2nd and 7. Hayes rifles to the end zone, incomplete. He wanted the 6'4" redshirt freshman Josh Smith, but excellent coverage by Justin Ross.
Able to turn around and make the play, high point the ball, get it down. He had an opportunity to go out there and intercept it. They're still fighting, and that's what you want from your team. Coach Lamb can, you know, he can go back and say, yes, we kept fighting. We may not have had as much as they have on Naval's side of the ball, but we still competed.
3rd and 7. Hayes, open man, Johnson has it for the touchdown. An 18-yard BB, and Calvin Johnson II, not Megatron, has his first career touchdown.
Great throw to the slant. He looked it down eye. There's somebody right in his face. Throw it over that guy and make a play to his receiver.
And no matter the score at this point, Barrett, an important drive for the redshirt freshman.
Yes,
in Hayes.
absolutely.
Tulsa going for it here to make it 42-25. High snap again. Hayes floats it, incomplete.
I mean, how many times has this kid been hit, knocked down, you know, almost been finished, but still got up.
On the field.
Still got up to make a play. He'll be able to go into this game saying, I gave my all this game.
Now Tulsa on the board for the first time here in the second half, and much needed quick scoring drive. Took under 3 minutes.
Number 0 is now number 37 for Tulsa.
Appreciate the heads up, Reed Jackson. Baylor Hayes hitting Calvin Johnson the second for Johnson's first career touchdown in his 5th year of college football. And here comes the onside kick for Tulsa, down by 19. The high bounce, and Heidenreich handles it. Who else would you have on the hands team for Navy?
Hey, you got to get guys out there who can do catch, run, do everything, and he can definitely do that. Secure balls, whatever you need, he can do it. You need him to go serve water on the bench, he can do that too, you know. He's a Swiss Army knife.
Heidenreich had a big catch. He's got 72 yards and a touchdown on the ground, playing that snipe position.
And a great block by Chapman for the touchdown on the last touchdown. So I mean, he's done it all. Blocked, caught, ran, scored touchdowns.
And Blake Horvath hands the baton to Braxton Woodson. Gives it to Alex Teska, who's still in the game at running back. And Teska powers past midfield to the 47, a gain of 7 yards. So Woodson, the junior from the Orlando area, he shined in the second half against VMI, had a 74-yard touchdown run. And Brian Newberry, Navy's coach, told us this week, hey, we would love to use Woodson a little bit more with our first team offense, kind of like they're doing with Jackson Gutierrez to spell Teska, just another weapon. But because they're using Gutierrez, the third string quarterback, they want to put bubble wrap on Woodson when they can.
And it's hard, you know, when Blake is playing the way he's playing also.
Here's Woodson on the carry. And Woodson pushes close to the marker at the 44. I mean, Woodson, he's got the skill set.
Yeah, great size. Great size. He can throw the ball also. Fast. But, man, you know, I mean, when you have what you have at the starting quarterback position, the way he can run this offense, the way he architects, you know, and puts guys where they need to be. I mean, people don't understand. It's an art being able to run this offense, to be able to hand off, pitch, throw, all these things in this offense.
On 3rd and 1, Teska has the first down.
Did you think it was going to anybody else? You know.
Alex Teska has a couple of touchdowns on the ground, up to 71 yards rushing.
Look at him. You know, that bear crawling. That's the defenders hate that when you cut and bear crawl like that. This is what you call 4-minute offense. 4-minute offense is when you're trying to, you know, take the game to the end. You run the rock slowly but surely. Keep grinding time off the clock. And if you look Tulsa defense, they're starting to alternate, you know, the young guys in, trying to get them a little time also so they can learn and see what it is to play in big-time football.
So the numbers, Navy leads the country in rushing. They're actually underperforming their average through the first 2 weeks. Maybe they'll reach it on this drive as Woodson keeps it for 4.
Tulsa.
So Tulsa,
Please put 3:51 on the game clock.
we'll get right.
Timeout.
We'll get right on that, Reed Jackson. So add 3 seconds, and Tulsa calls the timeout with 3:51 to go.
Yeah, you know, and at this point, you look at it. They're going to have to make sure, you know, Coach Lamb learns that, you know, who these guys are, how he can go out and be the best for his team. And, you know, he has a lot to be proud of. Even though they're losing where they're losing, he has a lot to be proud of. These guys never gave up. They're still fighting. They're still scratching and calling. And now he's starting to, you know, get guys in there, alternate guys in there who haven't played, who need some time, you know, give them an opportunity to play.
That's a nice way to go into an off week for Brian Newberry's team. They'll have Rice on the other side in a couple of weeks. They'll match up with Air Force before continuing American play in Philadelphia, your neck of the woods, Barrett, with Temple. Again, their first road game of the year coming tonight, and they responded to that early adversity, down 14-0. Woodson corkscrewing for the first down as we hit under 3:40 to go.
Keep the chains moving, but there was a whole lot of, all right, we got this out of our system. They hadn't had a turnover. They hadn't had a sack, but now they've got that out of their system. They're going forward now, and they'll be better for it, for going through this and experience this, especially on the road. It shows the moxie this entire team has as a whole, So you look at it, Coach Newberry will have some things to coach, but he can't be more proud of what these guys did, how they persevered and, won this game convincingly.
And let's be real, Navy as a contender, again, one of the favorites in the American coming into the season.
Timeout. Navy. 30 seconds timeout. Please put score on the game clock. 3:04.
Brian Newberry has not just a conference title in mind. Yes, Reed Jackson. Get to that in a moment. Brian Newberry wants to raise the ceiling on Navy football and Service Academy football. Of course, Army won the league a year ago, and Navy beat Army in a big rivalry game at the end of the season, closed out the year with the bowl win over Oklahoma. Newberry told us a great story this week, Barrett. He said the first staff meeting of the season, he told the story to his coaches of the experiment, putting 100 fleas in a jar without a lid. They just jump out freely. They're fleas, of course. Now put the lid on. After 2 days, once you remove the lid, they won't jump. Psychologically, they're changed, and his message to his coaches were, we gotta take the lid off Navy football. We can be a college football playoff team. That is what Navy is looking for with this team. Shane Reynolds carries on first down.
And it's a change in culture is what you see. The offenses open up. They believe in throwing the ball now. That was almost a travesty back in the day that a service team would actually throw the ball. Well, they're very good at throwing the ball now. They'll probably average a lot more as the season goes on. But Coach Newberry established a team that, all right, you just going to take them lightly. It used to be you take the service teams lightly. It's hard to go out there and really prepare for them because they never had anybody that ran that type of offense. So now, they're starting to make people look at them like, all right, we're a legitimate FBS team. You're going to have to prepare for us. And we may beat you if we catch you slipping, the upper echelon teams.
Another snipe, Charles Robinson, former quarterback, turning the corner down to the 22. And listen, USF took it on the chin today against Miami. What a start for the Bulls, the 2 ranked wins to open the season. We didn't see it on the schedule for Navy, but that comes a little bit later. We hit the 2-minute timeout. What a game that could be late in the year in American Conference play when Navy takes on the Bulls in Annapolis. Trey Lamb could not have imagined a better start tonight before Navy got rolling. Out of the 2-minute timeout, we check Tulsa's schedule coming up. And by the way, on Friday, before they play Tulane, as they continue conference play, they've got Oklahoma State. They're on 3rd and 3. Navy pushing ahead and to the line to gain. And stop just short. It looks like it'll be 4th and about a yard for Navy. Again, it's a quick turnaround for Tulsa. Yeah, the in-state matchup coming up on Friday night. And the question will be, will Kirk Francis be ready? Timeout called here. Trey Lamb told us yesterday, listen, if Kirk Francis is ready to go after the concussion, he is still the starter.
Yes.
And they are hopeful, that's how they described it, hopeful that Francis would be ready, not able to go tonight, but they think that he would, even on the short week next week.
And, you know, that's a great luxury to have. Two very, very functional quarterbacks that can run the offense, you know, and they both add, you know, different things to this offense. You know, you got the senior leadership, you know, of you know, guys that he's been there for a long time. You know, Francis has been there, you know, so the sophomore, he's been there for a while. He's run this offense. He likes what he's doing out there. But then you also have a young guy in Baylor Hayes who's come in and showed that I can lead this team also. That's a luxury you want.
It's going to be a journey for Tulsa with Trey Lamb. It will take time. 4th and a yard, Navy going for it. The toss to Robinson. And stop short of the line to gain. So a turnover on downs with 1:48 to go.
Good job by the reserve defense. You know, a lot of those guys have been playing.
Oh, there's a flag down at the end of the play. Right about where the tackle happened.
Personal foul, targeting, defense, number 2. The previous play is under further review.
Oh, man. So that's Jalen Kennedy, the 6th-year senior at safety, is playing more tonight. And, hey, if this is upheld, that means he misses the first half next week against Oklahoma State. What do you think?
I didn't think he didn't come in and intend to be malicious. I think he wanted to come in, get low, and stop the running back. But, you know, his head is down. He did go helmet to helmet, and that's by very definition targeting.
So, again, it didn't get him with the crown of the helmet. You see how Kennedy shifted his helmet off to the side, but is it forcible contact to the head or neck area? And you're looking for that indicator as well.
Of launching, yes.
Right.
It wasn't a launching. He just really wanted to stop the running back in place and try to get low enough to do that. There was no ill will or ill intent with it. It looked like he was trying to invert with his head and get it to the side.
I could see this being overturned, honestly.
See, that's why I'm glad I'm not an official. It's just too close. You know, this is a game that's, you know, it's a brutal game. You're trying to impose your will on another team. Yeah, to me, he's not trying to spear or launch or anything, but he is trying to stop him from getting the first down.
And it's not like Robinson was down yet either. It
Yes.
wasn't in that defenseless position
Right.
with as another key element. I really think there's enough to overturn this and
Yes.
make sure that Kennedy doesn't miss the first half of the Oklahoma State game. Here's the call.
After review, there is no foul for targeting. Number 2 can stay in the game. The runner was short of the line to gain. It'll be first down for Tulsa at the 20-yard line.
And
Great.
it's the right call.
It's the right call, yes. You know, I'm just, by very definition, you know, it's so hard to really, you know, give an honest assessment when you're not a ref, you know. So, I mean, you know, we get paid to do that, but not necessarily the right call that we make. I love the physicality of the game, but sometimes, you know, you got to watch yourself.
Oh, Hayes will keep firing here with under 2 minutes to go. He hits Mekhi Miller And out of bounds at the 28. He picks up 8. I mean, every snap, every rep counts for Baylor Hayes.
Absolutely, absolutely. He needs to get as much as he can and run his offense.
Timeout for an injured player.
So Griffin Willis is down. Ball is spotted here. So again, the game out of balance at this point, really. 1:43 to go. What if the new rule would come to effect? Doesn't sound like it, even though the ball is ready to play here. Willis heads to the sideline.
But he stayed down, though. Isn't that, part of the rules?
Again, if you go down after the ball is spotted, that's the key. The timeout is charged, but that was not the case here. 2nd and 2. It's Booker with the first down for Tulsa. Zion Booker's 8th catch of the night.
He runs a drag route, shallow cross, catches it in stride. Still fighting.
Hayes completes it short to A.J. Allen for 3 yards. Boy, Hayes had to process there, move off his first read.
And he stayed in the pocket. He didn't get happy feet. He stayed there trying to, work the ball down the field.
Out of the sideline. Oh, threading it to Miller. And a first down.
Great job by Miller, staying on his feet, keeping his feet in bounds, just enough to pick up enough for the first down, and then getting out of bounds to stop the clock.
An 11-yard pickup here.
That's a long, long throw also.
The previous play is under further review to see if the knee was down.
Oh, just what this game needed, another review with 1:09 to play.
Gets it out there, catches it. Where's the knee at? Oh,
yeah, he's down.
Yeah, he's down.
He's down there. So that'll put it near the 40-yard line instead of the 46.
And I'm sure, they've stayed with being aggressive, try to go for it.
Yeah, so it's going to move it back about 5-6 yards here for Tulsa, and it'll be a 3rd down for the Golden Hurricane. Listen, Trey Lamb, he is so confident, borderline brash.
Yes,
It has been, the moment he took the job, American Conference Media Days, he says we should compete with the Oklahoma States and the Kansas States of the world. We've got money in the bank. And now you got to back that up. He doesn't shy away from that. He wants to infuse his team with confidence. But even though he revamped the roster, and a lot of it with Power 4 transfers, he understands it's going to take a little bit of time to restore the glory of this program. It's 3 straight losing seasons.
It's a process.
It takes some time.
Yeah, it's a process, and you got to get the athletes that can compete at that high level. And, here, this is a receiver that can compete at that high level.
Yeah, Miller's knee was definitely down, and the ball will be spotted at 41.
After review, the runner's knee was down at the 41-yard line. It'll be 3rd down from that spot. It creates a 10-second runoff.
Yeah.
Put 1:03 on the game clock, 1:03, because the runner's knee was down at 1:13. 1:03 on the game clock, and it'll start on the ready for play signal.
And credit to Reed Jackson for going through all this. No, it's not a close game at this point, but working through the mechanics of it. Yeah, the clock would have been running. Got to stop for a replay, 10-second runoff, and 1:03 to go now. 3rd and 2. And a first down for Braylon Presley. How about Presley right through the teeth of the defense at 5'6", 170 pounds. He goes for 11.
Yeah, just right up the field.
And a Navy defender is down.
Player.
And, man, hate to see that in the final minute. Again, anybody going down at this point.
Absolutely. And you got to stay aware of what's going on. Keep your head in the game.
Now, that's Job Grant. The linebackers made a lot of plays here tonight. I mean, really an emerging leader of this Navy defense.
Tough, physical, can run, you know, one of the better athletes in that defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, good that he's walking off under his own power.
Yeah, they can't afford to have any more guys, you know,
No.
be hurt.
Yeah, Navy does have the bye week coming up. Final minute. Hayes stepping up. Oh, that pass tipped at the line of scrimmage. Looked like Griffin Willis got his hand up.
And a good job by Hayes just knocking the ball down. Some guys want to be superheroes and try to catch it, you know, and usually you lose.
Timeout on the field for an injured player.
Oh, man, another Navy defender is down. And, yeah, Willis did get the bear paw up.
Yeah, you know, if he'd have caught it, he'd have been tackled instantly, probably for a loss, instead of just back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, you're right about Hayes making sure that that hit the turf. Julian Mutame is down now. Again, it's not like Navy has run out all their twos on defense here in the final minute. Mutame, who forced a fumble against Baylor Hayes earlier in the game, is down.
Yeah, Coach Newberry has so much respect for this young man also.
Yeah, Newberry says he's just scratching the surface. Born in Cameroon, moved to the U.S. when he was 7 years old, and as a sophomore, again, you don't hear about Navy freshmen playing for a reason, but already as a sophomore, Mutame lining up next to Landon Robinson, the defensive captain, making a lot of plays. Hopefully he's okay moving forward.
There are so many things that, you know, that being a midshipman encompasses, you know, not just school, not just football, but so many things, you know, in football.
Tip drill interception for Justin Ross. And that ties the ribbon on the night for Navy. Ross with his second career pick and first this season.
Great awareness around the ball. He gets tipped in the air, comes and makes the play. He's exactly where he's supposed to be. He's the deepest guy he has to be, and is able to make a play. Interception for him. Kind of seals the game. They can just kneel it out now.
It was off the hands of Makai Miller, the Mizzou transfer. And Navy can put this to bed at last. It was a nightmare start for the midshipmen. Blake Horvath turned it over on the first 3 drives of the night, after Navy had not turned it over once the first 2 games of the season. Tulsa built a 14-0 lead, but Navy battled back. They scored on 5 consecutive drives at one point, bridging the end of the first half into the second half, and Navy wins it going away in the end, 42-23.
And that's what you want. You know, got back discipline, and like I said, tail of 2 halves. Second half is exactly what they did against UAB. Focused in and started concentrating on what it was to play fundamental football, and ends up winning the game convincingly.
Blake Horvath, another big night, 159 yards and a touchdown on the ground, 94 yards and a touchdown through the air. And now Maria is with Blake Horvath.
Blake, your team goes down 14 early, but you were able to battle through that adversity. How were you able to stay so calm?
Yeah, I think it was mostly my errors, right? Like, the guys were playing their butts off. I just made some mistakes, you know, just got those corrected. And I think everyone kept believing, right? That was the big thing. The guys kept going, battled through adversity. You know, this is a great team that we are, and, you know, I think we proved it today.
Alex Teska and Eli Hadenreich really help you prove that on the offensive side of the ball. How great is it to have them as weapons in this offense?
I mean, it's great. I mean, they are awesome. We've been here all 4 years together, and just being able to rely on them and let them do their thing and work. It's awesome to watch a little bit from the backfield, right? Is just let them do their own thing. It's fun. We got the best view on the field.
Certainly fun to watch. Blake, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Guys?
Yeah, Maria, Navy and Blake Horvath passing their first road test of the season. And the midshipmen are now 3-0 and 2-0 in American Conference play. They rally from that rough start and win it 42-23. For Barrett Brooks, Maria Tribal Peace, and our entire terrific crew, Ted Emmerich, saying so long from Tulsa. Navy still undefeated.